3, 2, 1, go.
The countdown. Hi, everybody. Counting down makes me nervous. Don't do it. Just go. God. Anyway, welcome to Wisdom Check. We're doing the next adventure in our series after the Slithering is Outlaws of Alkenstar. Tweaked. I almost said twerked. It's not.
You
it's
said
tweaked.
It's twerked.
Remember, first half of the video, the first few parts of the video, you can't.
I don't think twerk is a swear word, is it?
Maybe?
It can be.
Are you serious? It
It is
can?
now.
There are actually words that are half swears on YouTube, and they kind of flag you if you say two of them. Like, if you say it twice, it counts as one swear.
Complicated math.
Oh.
That is funny!
Mhm.
And I'm sure I'm like nowhere on that scale. Like it doesn't matter. I'm Jake. This is Wisdom Check. We usually do videos that are on Pathfinder, so pretty much all the games here are probably going to be Pathfinder. I have been asked recently to run a whatever I wanted to for the GM Roundtable, and I wanted to let you guys know at some point, and haven't yet, that I'm going to be teaching how to create a mage character on the 14th. So if you guys want to tune into the DM Roundtable, it's How to RPG and Wally DM. I think he shows up on Wally's channel. But anyway, I'll link it in announcements. So you can learn what mage is like. But we are currently in the town of Alkenstar, which is a city that has basically holes in the fabric of magic that fluctuate. So everybody's a caster except one person. So right now we are currently in the Bullet and Barrel Saloon. We essentially rested here last night after having the group come together and get a mission from the owner of the bar, who says that she is working for the actual Duchess. So essentially these guys are all on a mission from the ruling person. In that same conversation, I surreptitiously kicked Leaf out of the party, and we haven't really followed up on that. We might, I don't know. But so I think that pretty much catches you guys up. We're going to be investigating the supposed rediscovery of pyronite, because the Duchess doesn't want the pyronite recipe to get out to the wider non-Alkenstar world, because then anybody can be a level 5 wizard and throw fireballs around as long as they have enough money.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's not gonna happen.
You know, actually, I think it would be interesting if we changed how Galarian works.
I just think you shouldn't be gatekeeping fireballs. I mean, why can't I have a fireball?
If people wanna have a war with fireworks and dynamite, why shouldn't they?
That's just mage privilege all over it.
You guys are obviously Americans. Gun safety, right? Yeah.
Technically,
anybody gets a gun. Graduate high school, you get a gun. So if you guys want to introduce your characters, maybe the outlook of them, so people know how you roleplay in general. And we're also going to show pictures of them during the breaks, and you're going to get lore during our potty breaks. So, Robert, you want to go first?
Yes, I'm Robert. I am playing Sir Lin, the halfling swashbuckler. He is a noble man, quite hoity-toity, and he is very conspicuously flashing gold all around town, flipping gold coin to anybody that does anything for him.
I have to add something to that. He challenged a shield marshal to a duel, and the shield marshal was already trying to cold cock his allies with their rifles, and the dude said, "No, I don't want to duel you." So Robert didn't fight him.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't accept. I had to wait for him to take a hostile action. I mean, I have my honor.
His honor level is way up here.
But he's a hobbit, so that's only 3 feet. I mean, halfling.
Right.
So it's just
Volume.
middle of the ballpark, but pretty good for halflings. Yeah.
It's okay, John. We don't care about copyright here. You can say halfling or hobbit. It doesn't matter. John, you want to go next?
John, I'm playing Chad Jupiter. He is a game designer from the era of Starfinder that has fallen through a hole into time, back into old Galarian, and he's a bit perplexed.
He's a bit puzzled. There's only one of you left.
Oh, I wonder who that is. I'm Red Devil, and I'm playing Nimue, the grafted witch. She is basically a Frankenstein-style witch, and she has a companion. Her patron is basically in her head, and it manifests itself as a cat.
With Shadow. I love that.
Yeah.
The Shadow is familiar. Oh, also, I don't remember if I mentioned this in Foundry, in my Foundry, on the Foundry server that I have, there is a specific Familiars mod. I just didn't find it before, so I already installed it.
You want me to grab it? No, we'll do it later.
I think it's fairly recent because it actually has the candy-based Familiars from the recent comic books that they released. It's a Familiar that is candy, that every morning it does a ritual to create a piece of candy to give you special effect during the day.
I can reflavor that with potions and stuff.
I just thought of horrible ways you could reflavor that. Yes, with potions. We'll go with that. Giving part of itself for you to eat later. Just.
Oh, I was thinking making a drug dealer familiar.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Hey, you want some candy?
Yeah, the fun, colorful pills.
Go tell your mom.
First one's free. All right, so I think we're ready to begin.
Children's warning.
Everybody should. Thank you. Fuck off. No kids here, because we're adults and we talk like adults.
Talking about eating candy.
Yes.
Definitely not drugs.
Not drugs, right? So I think everybody sees the image. Yeah, there. God, damn it. Sees the image of the Bullet and Barrel Saloon on the stream from the adventure. So this place, that image looks way more tidied up than is described. Like, look at the floors. They're polished. Who waxes floors in the Old West?
This is like for Sunday brunch.
I mean, they don't have magic. Yeah, they don't have magic, so that's probably all they have of doing. Like, they don't have anything else. So they just wax the floor all day.
It's Alkenstar. They could have a Roomba.
That's a very good point.
But that's right. We got advanced technology here.
Yeah. And in case I don't mention it later, because I might get swept up in other storytelling or whatever, when you guys are out on the streets, you frequently see a robot of some sort. It's usually a clockwork, probably brass, quadruped doing some sort of menial beast of burden labor. Like it's pulling a cart. Okay. So back to Skype so I can see your faces. I wish I could hide my fucking face because I don't need to see that shit. Nobody needs to see that shit. Don't show me.
Which is why you're a YouTuber.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to see my own damn face when I'm talking to people. Why would you?
I kind of like to see my face to know what motions and stuff I'm doing. Like, I don't want to make some awkward motion and stuff.
I know that some people are like that, but I tried to do that, and I think it's just because I suck at multitasking. I don't care anymore. Like, it's hard to figure out. So I'm just going to go with it. And also, apparently, I can't lie to save my life. I show everything on my face.
Apparently, people can go crazy from just staring at themselves in a mirror for an extended period of time.
It's the eyes. When you're looking into someone's eyes, it eventually has a euphoric effect, and you can start hallucinating. Yeah, isn't that nice?
Very nice.
And creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. first thing I'm probably gonna learn. I have one of my potions that helps a bit with stealth. Probably want to learn one of those recipes.
Okay, so it may not matter, but this is the layout of the saloon that you're in case you guys want to interact with it in some way, like have liquid breakfast. Did everyone go to sleep right after our conversation last night?
Yes, Sir Lin did.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think that anybody has any tie to Leaf in the slightest.
No,
no.
not at all.
Oh, poor Leaf.
Sad.
Like, he healed you guys for one fight, like, once. No, you're right, he healed you after the
and I
fight,
paid
not
him
even
for
during
it.
the fight.
It was,
And then he got booted from the
it was
party.
a business
like,
transaction.
Yep.
Yeah. I tried not to just, like, say bullshit and, like, kick him out. I actually thought it made sense that that could be a law, because they're an endangered species, his people, because they don't know how to make any more. And they don't procreate.
I kind of want to continue the whole bronze gear thing, but honestly, without us knowing anything about Leaf and that, I don't know how we're gonna do it.
I'm also wondering, where the fuck is the bronze gear timepiece green lightning thing?
On the cart that we left behind on the fight.
Yeah, the shield marshals took our mounts. I don't know if we mentioned the cart, but I assume that's where it went. The shield marshal stole it from us.
Nimue mentioned the bronze wheel thing, but nothing else came with that.
Was that a regular cart or was that a ritual cart?
No, that was a regular cart.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, because remember it was decorated and then sandblasted.
Yeah.
And the paint got all torn away.
Yeah. I just listened to that part again on the live stream. I don't know why I find that so funny. I think it's because, like, it's a work of art that got bashed, like, immediately, as soon as it was made.
You could make that into a short for YouTube.
Okay, I do find that funny, but I don't know if anybody else would. Because, like, some things are, you had to be there.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of D&D is you had to be there.
Yeah.
Actually,
You ever tried
yeah.
telling your D&D stories to somebody who doesn't play?
Oh my god, yeah.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to try and actually use Foundry to read the adventure while we're doing this and see how it works. Let me know if you switch to a different scene before I tell you you're supposed to, because I might click the wrong button.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know how this shit works. There it is. Okay. So I am recapping from last time what Phoebe said because it was a long and drawn out, complicated story. Essentially, a week ago, Pyronite was discovered that is insanely explosive. It almost blew up a building in just its demonstration. And the dude that was friends with him might have figured out how to do it because the night before you showed up, there was an explosion from that guy's district. And also, last night, somebody was seen flying away on a big metallic cat. And so Phoebe gave you the leads of talking to Kosawana's former colleagues at the Temple of Bry. Kosawana is the guy who rediscovered, or stole maybe, the recipe for Pyronite. And remember, this whole purpose is, like, keeping people from breaking the law by, like, having flying machines, but mainly to keep Pyronite under wraps. And also, this isn't in the adventure, but it just makes sense to me. She just tells you where the fuck Kosawana lives. And she suggests maybe talk to his neighbors. And okay, so she would also mention that the Temple of Bry has its own library, she doesn't know much about it except that they keep meticulous records. So there might be some information that somehow could be found there about Pyronite or about who Kosawana is or that flying cat machine. So Kosawana lives in the same district you're currently in. God, Smokeside, but Steam, what the hell was it called? Steam Haven in Smokeside. You're in the Ferris Quarter of Smokeside, which is just southeast of Steam Haven. On the other side of a giant lake.
Well, I
In
guess
fact,
it would make sense to go to the
movie-
closer place first.
I'm just letting you see them.
So where are we on the map?
Um,
This way-ish?
hold on, I think I need to pull up a different map of the same place. There, okay. Activate. So you are currently on the east side of the lake, yeah, at the tankard of ale, and Kosawana's workshop is on the west side of the lake. And the Temple of Bry is south in the Auburn district. It's that little hanging
Okay.
sign.
We see the hanging sign. We don't see the tavern.
Really?
So I think
That's
we
weird.
can right-click it and hide it or not.
I cannot.
Never mind.
It has no options except to double click and read a bunch of shit. Yep, right click does nothing.
Try to select the journal notes tool on the left side, then click on it. Not that it's super important.
And then click on it?
See if that gives you more options when you right-click it. Nope,
Nope.
never mind.
At least it highlights in red when I mouse over it. It doesn't help. Oh! Oh. Dude, why is that not showing? And why am I not aware that it's not showing? Like, there's no symbol for that. Foundry's a too complicated beast! Alright, fine, anyway. So, it's here. Here is where the booze is. If you can see my pinginess.
Yep. Yeah.
I ping your face. And the workshop is on the west side of the lake. I'm pinging it there. And you said that you saw the Temple of Bry.
Yeah, we see
Yeah,
that.
okay.
For some reason, that one's available. That's the only one I see that on the whole map.
On the whole
Yeah.
map.
And unless we wanted to do something else, I think last session we decided to go to the temple first.
Okay, yeah, we can go to the temple.
That does make
It's
sense.
actually closer, I think.
First things first, though, in the tavern, Sir Lin will go find one of today's whisper sheets.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Give me that.
Okay, you are in the Ferris Quarter. I don't know how much realism to put into this, but the way the culture of the city works is because you're in the shitty side of town, you don't get them at the butt crack of dawn like the east side does because they're rich.
Well, why did we stay here? Why didn't we go over to the rich side?
Because they don't really have many places to stay. So like if it's at like 5 or 6 in the morning, the east side gets it, sky side. By about like 9 or 10, smoke side has it.
I think a party like us, especially with Nimue, is probably going to cause a lot of trouble if we stay in the rich side of town.
Probably, yeah. And there is a lot of detail missing from Alkenstar. So it might look like there's like shapes to buildings, like they have purposes. They have no purpose. No. So we could say that there's some kind of really rich, fancy inn on that side of town.
Right, that's where Sir Lin would be staying.
It would be, actually. You're right. But this room was given to you for free, and you were just given information, and your life was saved. So actually, you might even think you would be in danger if you leave.
No danger I couldn't face.
So do you guys hang around long enough to get the whisper sheets in the bar, or do you want to head out before you get them?
We could probably grab one off a shield marshal along the way.
Especially if we're going to the nice side of town.
If we cross, we'll cross the river and grab one across the river.
That's smart. Yeah, cheaters. Okay, yeah. Phoebe doesn't really say anything to you guys when you come downstairs. She just sort of like nods like she does to every patron. Do you want to eat or drink before you go? Because there might be magical effects in your beverage or food.
I think as a halfling, I have to eat. You don't skip breakfast.
Yeah, I have to eat as well.
Might end up eating your companion. Either of you, actually.
Chad's a breakfast fan.
Yeah.
All right. You're in luck. They got sugar last night, so you have like donuts as far as the eye can see. There's like a bunch of pastries.
Nice.
And hard cheeses and other stuff, but mostly everything's sweet.
Oh, by the way, Sir Lin, you seem rather quick on your feet. I think you'd probably make good use of this, and Nimue actually hands you a potion labeled quickness.
Oh, well, thank you.
Just be careful not to use it whenever there's a surge of magic here. It's
right.
probably not going to work.
It seems like it does not need to be stated, but thank you for the warning.
Yeah. And I'll add it to your inventory.
Yeah, shove that in my pocket.
Yeah, there you go. I think. Did you get it?
Not yet, I don't think. Would be under.
Do I have to add it to the token? Or to the sheet there?
What?
Do I have to drag the potion to the token, or?
Yeah, drag it onto my token on the map, which I don't think we can do right now because we're.
Yeah, we can. I'll add it.
Yeah, once we're back on that.
Yeah.
I don't know how that mod works as GM. I just move them between character sheets.
No, I enabled the setting where he should be able to put stuff into my inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever we get to see our tokens, I'll add it to you.
Okay, fine. I'll go back to the bar so you can play with your tokens. Wherever the hell it is. I don't learn new things well.
Characters are 9th level, by the way.
Okay, get in the bar.
Get in the bar.
Yep.
There you are. Let me just.
So I have an obscene, well, not an obscene amount of donuts. I have a reasonable amount.
There we go.
Yeah,
I think that came.
Yeah, give me 2 of them. Was that intended?
No.
Okay, I'll delete
had one.
What are they? Healing elixirs?
Quickness potions.
Did you have 2 of them or only one? Do I need to drag this back to you?
I had 2, but one of them was in my pockets. The other one was in my.
Okay. Should I drag one back to you or delete it?
If you can drag it back. You gave me both.
I still have one.
Okay.
So maybe this. Hey, dupe glitch. We got a dupe glitch, guys. Yeah, why don't you hand that back to me and I'll hand it back to you.
Yeah, there you go.
And now I have 30.
And then you put it on the ground. And then you put it on the ground and log out quickly, so you come back and you have both.
Yeah, save and load and do it all over again.
We're just gonna be cheating all session today. That's all we're doing.
My favorite one was the Skyrim one where you quick save, punch the merchant, and then reload. And inventory's reset.
I don't know how that works, but
Neither do
apparently it works.
All right, so you guys have snacks, and I'm just gonna say it's covered for the day because she had you stay here and she knew you had no other options.
I will flip her a gold coin.
She returns it and she goes, "I just hired you.
No. Let's,
Eat free today."
this is.
Nuh-uh.
We go back and forth for quite a bit.
And then she finally says, "Okay, great, thank you." And then she slips it back into your pouch as she walks away.
Well, let's have her roll against my perception there.
All right, let's do this. Yeah.
Because there's probably no way I will see this. My perception DC is 23.
27.
Okay, I'll add that back to my inventory.
I rolled really high. Yay. You got... My family does that. Like, it sneaks it back into the other person's purse when they're not looking. God, why?
Yeah, my grandma did that all the time. We'd mow her yard, and she'd try to pay us for it.
It's family, man. It's family. So you are all fed and drunk up, and... God. I have to throw in random shit that I think, because if I don't, I will never forgive myself. So, whoever has the highest perception... Actually, I think it's John. What are your passive perceptions?
Let me look here.
Plus 13 for me.
Okay.
15.
26.
Jesus.
Oh, passive.
Yeah.
Well, 6. It's plus 16.
Plus 26. God. All right.
I was just thinking with the plus 10, but yeah, 16.
So you know that token that is Leaf's that never fits his personality. It looks all dour and grumpy and gonna rip your head off. He has that expression on his face as he walks past the bar this morning.
Oh, good day, Druid.
Oh, no.
No, he walks past the door. You
Oh,
just
okay.
see him like grumpily lumber on toward the entrance of the city.
Poor Leaf.
I think all Gorons are like
I was
that.
expecting people to like what?
I just said I think all Gorons are like that.
They all look alike too. No, I was actually expecting you guys to like rally to his defenses and like demand an explanation and like maybe even be taken to the Duchess to plead your case, but none of you give a
why
shit
wouldn't
about him.
we?
So
Why
why
wouldn't we just met him.
Yeah, we don't know him.
God, I didn't even think of that. All right.
Nimue doesn't know him. Nix didn't like him.
Yeah, to be fair, he
No
was
one
kind of a
does.
jerk at times.
He was very opinionated, so yeah. While you guys are... If you guys permit him, Edmond pulls up a chair at your table as if he owns it. And he sits down with a deck of cards in his hand. And he says, "Well, how you doing today, boys?" And he's shuffling. And the little squirrel comes out from inside his coat pocket and pulls out a tankard from the backpack that couldn't have really fit there and starts drinking beer.
The squirrel does.
That squirrel
Okay.
does.
Bit early for tankard in the morning, don't you think? Not that I'm judging, but I'm totally judging.
Total judging. He just goes,
Oh yeah, we left on bad terms last time. He snuck into my room and I kicked him out.
"You're definitely improving that now." And Edmund says, "Oh, why don't you leave Hammy alone? He likes to relax in the morning."
Okay.
And he goes, "But you know they got a point, right, Hammy? Why don't you put that down for now?" And you just hear, "Piss off." And he keeps drinking.
Oh, the squirrel speaks.
He just doesn't usually want to,
He
apparently.
only knows, piss off. That's all. That's all I can say. Like a parrot.
I like how we have two witches, both of which have talking familiars here.
Yeah, as soon as you said that yours has, like, what the way you were describing your personality of your character, of your familiar, I'm like, fuck, I have to roleplay both of them? Oh, also, yeah, this fits. So, yeah. Love that kid. That familiar's name. I'm never gonna stop smiling about it when I say it. He just like slowly, purposefully walks over to Hammy's ale mug and knocks it over.
Tracks.
Gotta show who's the alpha familiar.
Cannot abide
And-
an unturned mug on a table.
Yeah. Oh well, he sits there and licks his paw, and he looks at the other mugs and doesn't do anything about them.
I pick mine up. I pick up my orange juice.
Your orange juice, not vodka and orange juice, just orange
You
juice.
don't know.
Yeah, that's true. We're not keeping track of this shit. Although mixed beverages here do have a magical surge all their own.
No, it's just orange juice.
It was aside from the whiskey flaming one. There's 2 different surge tables to roll on here.
Chad was watching all that weirdness between the familiars, saying quietly to himself, "This is not a game. This is not a game."
How did you feel when you woke up this morning? Did you expect to be back here?
I thought I'd be home.
Don't worry, you'll
Fuck,
get used to it.
Edmond goes, well, "Where are you from, son?" It shuffles.
Me?
Right, I'd like to get to know you a little better.
I'm from Absalom City.
And what kind of place is that?
It's center of the world, largest city on the planet.
Can't be too big. I never heard of it.
I don't think
It's on the Isle of Kortos. Takes about a third of the area of it. That's north of here.
I don't think it's made yet. It doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, it does.
It does though. Absalom's like the major city.
It is?
Mhm. They don't call
Oh,
it
that's
Absalom
right.
City, but Absalom is the major city on the Isle of Kortos between Garund and
Right.
Avestan.
I forgot about that.
Oh, I got that mixed up. I'm sorry. Well, then he goes, So what brings you here?
I don't know. I really have no idea why I'm here. I think I fell through one of those time holes. Whatever that is.
Time holes.
Yeah, you know the weird
Right.
shit that's been falling out of the sky, like the...
You know, I heard a lot of weird shit going on nowadays. Yeah, explosions and whistles and canaries coming out of nowhere, but I haven't heard of people falling out of the sky yet.
I'm part of that weird shit.
It happened twice in quick succession yesterday with these two.
Weirdly
I
enough,
did hear about some big old monster made of metal that was at the front gates of the city.
That was the spot.
technically 3 creatures. There was me, there was him, and the big fuck off T-Rex with machine parts.
But we took care of that.
Yeah, it's quite
Yeah.
simple.
But I think mine was a weirdly separate instance. And now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure my potion did that.
What is the... You guys got a shitload of chaos going on around you, don't you?
It would seem.
What do you figure is your sacred mission? Because there ain't no way in hell this is random. You know it's gotta be divine.
Wow, here we go.
Right now, my sacred mission is Pyronite.
My sacred mission is explosives.
Actually, I've been looking for a potion of immortality. That's all. Not really anything
Yeah, okay.
too big.
Wait, speaking of missions, when I appeared here, there was a narrator talking to me. I thought it was a narrator because I thought it was a game, but I was too freaked out to listen to what she was saying.
We
Some metal-
probably should swing by a
metal-
cleric and have your head checked.
Probably.
You mind if I check your head right now? I think I'm gonna do that. And he
It,
gets
it
up.
looked like a lady made out of metal telling me to do something. I don't remember.
Right. Are you wearing a hat or anything on your head?
No.
All right, he's rubbing your head like phrenology.
Do you mind if I make in some sort of knowledge check for Nia to know what's going on?
Oh, yeah. For him, it's actually a cult.
A call.
Yeah.
I'll.
I don't think I have.
I mean, like
sort of-
sort of flavoring it my own role for him, rather. If I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. A cult, you said.
I tell the guy rubbing my head, I was like, that's the worst massage I've ever had, and you're messing up my hair. Quit it.
That's
No, I'm feeling the bumps in your head. Gives me a hint of your future there. Hold on.
Ignore that.
He keeps trying to insist. Do you, like, try to get your head away? Or
I
push
just
him
go
away?
and let him do it.
You got a strong life bump here. Oh, but it's next to a death gulch. And he goes, you know, I don't feel any cracks, bruises, splits in your skull, nothing. Seem you got a good head on your shoulders. What is wrong with that crazy talk coming out your pie hole?
You got me. I don't know, man.
You are a weird one.
Yeah, but Cyril will continue the conversation. No, I don't think I have any sort of divine mission. I think I'm on having a bit of a gap decade, just kind of loafing around, occasionally doing some business on behalf of my father.
Oh, what's your father do? Trading guns? Why people come here?
He's trading things. I don't always inquire about the details because that's not important to me. But
Oh, on the hush hush, the down low. We don't talk
it's
about
more
that.
that just it doesn't matter to me. It could be guns. It could be that stuff that explodes. I don't know. It's not important.
Not your father's son. I get you. Trying to make your own way.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just trying to find myself, I guess.
Pause for a moment. Morg, yes, he definitely needs to make sure that he's immortal in this character as well.
That would be weird.
No,
And that is...
That'd be weird if his current character was also couldn't be killed, like a Red Devil thing.
Yeah. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. That luck made no sense.
Yeah, this one should be normal. The other one...
Well, let's find out.
Nick
Turn off the luck switch?
was not only lucky as hell, she had some OP homebrew skills, so yeah.
You've already gotten out of the mouth of a T-Rex.
That's a good point. I was really worried when I thought that you might get swallowed. I was like, oh,
Not
fuck.
much,
I don't think
not
she
much
has
you can do except wait for your allies to beat him.
Yep. I need some kind of potion to help me escape from this situation. I don't think any of them do at the moment.
And William, thank you for the compliment. How should I refer to William? It's a weird relationship. He's like my friend and like your dad.
Oh.
All right, he's my friend dad. We went over to his place to test out the Elemental Stones game that Paizo sent us. So we go over there and play board games and shit and have dinner.
Nice.
How was the game?
That good?
Not finished.
The review will be out.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
But the bottom line is, if you are willing to just like make up your own rules to fill in the rules that it isn't really clear on, it's really complex and fun. You have to like a complex board game. But if you want the rules to actually be like methodical and thorough, they're just not there yet.
All right. Well.
Oh, sorry. Edmond hands. Actually, he hands a poultice to fucking squirrel. Not Twitchy. Hammy. His name's Hammy. I should just go with Twitchy. I'll remember that better. Twerky.
I'll be honest. Usually, I write the names of the characters in the party to remember them by, but neither Nimue nor Nialar are going to want to even remember the squirrel's name. So I just want to, for fun, not remember it.
You just call it whatever you want anyway.
Yeah.
It's probably not. Like, so he hands a poultice to Hammy, and he says, "This one gets confused. You know what to do. Right on the old smackaroo." And the squirrel nods and puts it in his backpack.
All right. Well, everybody finished with breakfast. Whether to get on down to the temple.
I think I'm ready.
Since nobody cares about Leaf, yeah.
Oh, goodbye, Druid. Yeah.
Leaf can start his church now.
Oh, I know. It totally ends up well for him in the end, but he's like being denied the option.
He's being forced to pursue his lifelong dream.
Phoebe says, "When y'all are ready, leave the town and whatnot. Got your carriage."
Give me a second. Hey, Nia, can you swing by the back real quick and see if you can find the recipe for that ale?
He just goes like loudly, "Oh yes," and he jumps off the table and goes to the kitchen. What did he get on that check? I didn't see it.
Not very good. I actually rolled for him accidentally and got something decent. Then I rolled myself and with a higher bonus and got a natural 1, I believe.
Wait, so he only adds 9? Oh, because he's not skilled in occultism.
Yeah, I
Is
am.
he skilled? Yeah. Is there any knowledge or whatever skill that might apply that he... does he have skilled with anything?
No,
besides the basics.
he just the basics. He only knows stealth, perception, and something else, I think. But yeah, no.
Okay, and this was a moment ago. So what was the question that we were trying to resolve with Jack?
The voice in his head, the narrator. Yeah, what's up with that?
The voice.
Because we as players know that that's a god,
Yeah.
but as characters, we don't know shit about what he's talking about. He's crazy.
Okay, so he says... Fuck. He would say it out loud, but it's giving away too much, and it's a shadow pet, so like he has to be secretive, right? So he says in your head, "I'm not the only deity with an interest in this town."
Nimue has a hand and says, maybe this narrator you're talking about, maybe it's a god. They're usually prone to doing stuff like that.
You say that to me?
Yeah, out loud to everyone. Gods like that are prone to talking in people's heads and like some sort of narrator, like your own thoughts.
I don't think that's as normal as you think it is.
Yeah. I'm
Really?
sure there was no god talking to me. I mean, I know they exist because we have them in my time too. They're not as prominent as here, but I mean, why would a god talk to me?
Right then, you hear in your head, "Edmond will betray you."
Did you guys hear that?
Perfect timing!
I just had an idea for a new character I want to make. Somebody who knows the sending spell, but uses it to pretend to be a god and catfishes people.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes! Awesome! And that's a spell you can cast at this level, I think right?
It's either
Fourth
5th or
fifth?
6th.
Oh god, I'm pretty sure. Because like, if you... I have to look it up now. You see what you did?
Sidetrack.
Important. We have to know if this is
It's
feasible.
not real D&D unless you have tangents.
Level 5. Yes, it's something that could be cast.
What is it? Divine or what kind of spell is sending?
I know it's
I
arcane.
think it's
Let me
divine.
check. It's everything but primal.
Ah,
Nice.
But you know what really surprised me in this version? Scrying is not divine.
Really?
Yeah,
What is it then?
it's arcane. To me, that's like the divine spell.
I mean, it should be arcane and divine.
Let me make sure I'm not lying. I think that's what I was surprised.
I think I would put that in everything except primal, I guess, because it could be a cult as well, because kind of witch scrying.
It's got the divination tag, but it's arcane and occult.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's if that's an oversight, but I would think that's like a very clericy thing to me. But
I guess it depends on what perspective you have,
Yeah.
but I can tell you that as far as folklore goes, the scrying as it's depicted in like D&D novels and fantasy and D&D books, like Ravenloft and Forgotten Realms and Dragonlance, it has a root in occult and arcane, but druids did something really similar in water. So, yeah.
it's just
I
everybody
actually
had different
have
thoughts on it. But
one of my backups can actually scry in water nearby.
One of your backups. How many freaking backups do you have?
It's a hobby. Listen,
See, that's why his character never dies, because he's cursed himself to never be able to use the backups.
Honestly, yeah, that's true. Like, I want to play all these backups that I have. I like all of them, but they just keep being fun to use and never dying.
And I'm the opposite. I never have a backup, and all my characters just get fucking murked.
That's why at Red Devil you just like grab 10 of them and say they're all one character and just keep switching.
Yep.
I did that once. With,
just make a Legion from X-Men.
A 5e warlock had mask of many faces, and I gave him a different personality for every disguise he used.
Cool.
I love it. And that's really hard to juggle.
It was fun.
Speaking of juggling, I have to pee.
Pee break.
It made sense.
We
I'm
haven't
drinking
even
a
left
lot
the
of
tavern yet.
There's too much ale. That's the problem. I'll be right back. We're going to put on a 4-minute audio lore break.
As Hammy runs off to the outhouse.
Okay.
Magic in Alkenstar. Alkenstar City is the capital city of the Grand Duchy of Alkenstar and houses the whole of the duchy's governmental infrastructure. The city is located on top of the Hellfallen Cliffs, where the Ustrati River falls 700 feet down Alken Falls. Monumental works of engineering and architecture, including the Bridge of the Gods, connect the city to the vassal communities of Martel and Dongenhold. As a result of the urban development of the duchy, many incorrectly consider these vassals mere districts of Alkenstar City proper, rather than distinct communities in their own right. Alkenstar City is also the nation's center of industry, housing the duchy's infamous gunworks, the source of mass-produced firearms used both for the protection of the city-state and for trade throughout the Inner Sea region. As a result of the industrial advancement of Alkenstar, a constant cloud of white steam and sooty smoke hangs in a haze over the city, generated by the gears and pistons of countless factories operating around the clock. To the west of the city are the Karget Hills, a rocky region dotted with mines and factories. The sprawling city of Alkenstar straddles the Ustrati River at a point where a 500-foot-tall cliff face, called the Hellfallen Cliffs, creates the perilous Alken Falls waterfall. The river divides the city into two distinct parts, Smokeside and Skyside. The poorer and more dangerous half of the city, Smokeside, is located in a permanent pocket of anti-magic, where spells both arcane and divine simply cease to function. Here, a tumble down the stairs can be just as lethal as a bullet wound, though the latter is far more likely, as magical healing is non-existent, and unpracticed doctors are the only way for many citizens to remedy deadly injuries or disease. Gangs and criminal organizations operate out of soot-covered factories, ruling the streets beneath a perpetual cloud of lung-burning smog. For all its hazards, however, this side of the city is also one of the most highly sought out, since it is one of the few places in the Inner Sea where one can reliably avoid magical detection via divination, as scrying and other eldritch means of locating a person simply do not work among the smokestacks and filth-ridden alleys of Smokeside. The half of the city on the eastern side of the Ustrati River is known as Skyside, because the towers here are among the few places in Alkenstar where one can penetrate the blanket of smog and see the sky. The wide river itself is an area of unforgiving primal magic, which washes down the Alken Falls as surely as it occasionally seeps into the waters of Smokeside and Skyside from time to time. Only the wealthiest and most established Alkenstarians may live in Skyside. Here, the Grand Duchy holds sway, as do the myriad engineering guilds, metallurgic factories, Bry and Abadar-worshipping temples, and universities of alchemy and primal magic. The organizations and businesses of Skyside utilize the unpredictable fonts of magical energy that course through the soil, arcane remnants of the ancient wars between neighboring Geb and Nex, in order to drive their noxious industries ever forward in the name of profit, progress, and power. Alkenstar's two distinct sectors results in a dichotomy between the haves and have-nots, those who use haphazard magic in their privileged daily lives and those who must subsist in a raw, unforgiving world run by machinery and grit alone. Factor in the presence of clockwork automatons constructed by Skyside's wealthiest engineering guilds and the burgeoning technology of guns, and Alkenstar quickly proves to be one of the most fascinating, exotic, and compelling cities in the Inner Sea region. As part of the Grand Duchy of Alkenstar, the city of Alkenstar is technically a vassal of the nation of Nex, and Grand Duchess Trieta Riccia should, by the letter of the law, report to the rulers of that land. In practice, however, Alkenstar remains a fairly independent city-state and a force of neutrality between the rival nations of Nex and Geb. Alkenstar's laws are enforced by shield marshals, gun-wielding officers of the Grand Duchy. While nominally led by Iron Master Villain, almost all shield marshals consider High Shield Marshal Armand Menely as the true commander of their organization.
Here we go.
And we're back. All right, I'll stop babbling and role-playing. Fine, we can go do missions and shit.
Ah, your D&D or your Pathfinder's getting in the way of our Pathfinder.
But it's I want to build characters.
No, I
It's
wasn't
fun.
complaining. I was just pointing out that we were still in the tavern.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
I have too many miceses. Why do people call one die dice? Fucking pisses me off.
See? I told you he looks like Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp and Gambit. God damn it.
Yeah, you guys didn't mention that, but I was thinking that the whole time. Yep, it's just magician Johnny Depp.
Yep.
I mean, he's got a good look, fine, but I would have picked something different if I thought of that. I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, that's a gambler huckster guy. Fuck.
all right, to the temple.
To the temple.
And remember, we want to pick up a whisper sheet on the way.
Edmond says, where do you think those things come from? Temple of Bride's got reams of them.
All right, well, just grab one.
And Edmund says, do you all traffic much with religion? It's not really a thing for me.
Can't say I
Same.
favor
Nope.
the need.
Not really. Yeah, exactly. I got everything I need with me.
He says, all right, I can see we're going to get along just fine. And I have to figure out how to copy without right-clicking. That face weird. There are 6 tokens in 4 people. All right.
By the way, I want to see if I can get Niala to turn into my shadow to us to not cause a disturbance with both myself and the shadow cat beside me. Just having one of me should be at least mildly better.
I'm sorry. What?
My familiar can turn into a shadow. So I just
Yeah.
have that turn into my shadow and to cause less attention.
Oh, okay.
Like Peter Pan.
Yeah, it's not
Is that a magical ability?
Let's ignore
Oh,
that.
God,
Fine. Neolartos can do whatever the fuck he wants. If he wants to hide, let him hide.
I was just thinking, yeah, it's going to cause less attention by your cat transforming into a pool of darkness and sliding across the floor to match up with your feet. Yeah, that's really subtle. But you do see that he is now waiting on the porch.
Right.
Like he just went the long way around from the kitchen.
All right.
Does he have anything?
When you get there, yeah, he has a. Did you give him any like magical way of carrying shit? Because otherwise, he's just a cat.
Yeah, he's just a cat. He can't.
Okay.
Well, no, yeah, I think we talked about the possibility of having him absorb things into him like a sort of a dark hole kind of thing, but I don't think we ever got to that. I think it was just a passing conversation thing.
You don't want to. You don't want him to have like a little pouch, a cat pack.
A marsupial cat pouch.
No, I mean like a backpack, not like digging through mucus to put something away.
I think if he has something, it would be less a bag and more just putting things into his own shadow inside him.
Oh, it could be like the Flurkle or Flurgan or the thing from Captain Marvel that looks like a cat but has this extra dimensional pocket in its mouth.
Yeah, kind of like that, except he's made of shadow, so he can just plop it in there.
Well, do you like have any magical way of backing that up? Because
no.
It sounds
Right
cool,
now,
so
no.
it must be
Yeah,
true.
Actually, I have it. Yeah, don't ask me how, but I have it.
My God, do you have the spell Bottomless Stomach?
No, I do not.
Okay, well, if you did, then you could just cast that every day and it lasts 8 hours. So we could do it that way, like if you have an active spell. The only reason I say it is because like it adds complication and weird shit to the familiar. Because like if his shadow acts like a bag of holding, which is what we're talking about.
I don't mean his actual shadow, but the cat is made of shadow, so like put it into himself.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
You're just getting free storage space.
Never mind. Yeah, I know
Like,
it's weird. I know it's weird. Maybe I'll take something for it.
If he was wearing like a physical backpack, then it would make the cat stand out and it would look strange. So that's sort of the trade-off of carrying extra shit.
Yeah.
Or if it was a spell, then there's sometimes he can't access that because he's in a dead magic zone.
No, he's carrying it in his mouth.
It doesn't matter. He brings out that little metal flask of whiskey that you guys had as one of the 2 components of the flaming whiskey. So he has it in his mouth, and he's like peeking his head around the corner from the porch.
I'll go to him and kind of like stretch him. And take it off from him.
Okay.
Thanks, you're the best. It's better than my bag of holding.
God, he says, that's right. Make sure they know that.
Yeah.
How can you not roleplay a cat to the hilt? It's a fucking cat. All right, so now you can go on to the church. I'm sorry,
let's go.
Robert.
Let's go.
We have a mission. We need to do things.
I was doing something important.
I'm stealing a recipe.
Stealing from our employer, yes.
Yeah, important stuff.
Let's go.
I feel like there's a responsibility for each place we go to have its own visual map now, because we have Foundry. There isn't one for
that's
this
the
place.
trap you fall into with these VTTs is you feel like you need to have a map for everything, but you don't. You can still do theater of the mind.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, you can go one day and start finding like random maps for like temples and wilds and just stuff like that. Random maps.
Dungeon Alchemist has a community that provides a lot of free maps too.
Dungeon Alchemist. Okay, I'll take a look at.
It's a software for creating maps, but because of the community nature of it, there's a lot of. It's like people can share the ones they've already created. So you can, if you wanted to pull up a temple, you would just type in temple and be like, oh, that one, done. It's super easy. It's made to be imported into Foundry with walls and lights and everything already done.
Nice.
That is nice. All right, so when you guys get to the on the way there, fuck. All right, everybody roll perception. I know this is stupid, but Red Devil can add 2 more.
You want to use public or private?
Public is fine.
Oh, my perception was 14, not 16. I lied earlier.
Cheater.
How dare you? You're fired.
I accidentally used something I shouldn't have.
Yeah,
Ignore that.
Nimue is start to attack people.
Oh, fuck nuggets. I forgot. Actually, this will work perfectly. So, I guess I should look at the stupid chat, because that's where you get all the rolls from.
He's not talking about the video chat. He's talking about the game chat.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, can everybody on the live stream roll for the players? That won't take too long, I'm sure. There's only like a minute and a half delay.
Twitch plays D&D.
How do you guys roll perception normally? Because I don't see the perception. It doesn't let me roll any.
It's on your sheet below your armor class.
Above initiative.
Yeah, it should. Just click on the die.
Oh, that. Stupid. I'm stupid. Never mind. Yeah, that's there.
Oh, there's a secret.
And I add 2, so that's 34.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Christ.
Give me those juicy deets.
She's very observant for a Frankenstein.
Yep. Got those
Got
magical
extra
eyes,
eyes
even
sewn
though I
onto
don't
your
have.
back.
Yeah, honestly. Well, not even that. Just having the familiar looking around. But sometimes I imagine she's clueless for a lot of things, because she hasn't actually lived that long. So her familiar just whispers things to her.
Okay.
Was that a secret check, Robert?
What? I don't know. I'm just pressing buttons.
I'm just pressing buttons, right? Yeah, okay.
How do you do secret? Is that shift?
On the bottom right in the chat window, there's a drop down. You can change it from public roll to a couple different options. Also, when you click roll and the window pops up with all your confirmations on it, you can do that there as well.
I see.
Yeah, but, like, it still shows clearly you rolled something.
Yeah, let me see if there's another way of doing that.
Just roll manually. That's how it
Yeah.
dies.
Right, you can just like roll a die.
I got a
and
natural
just-
20. That has to count for something. I just roll. Oh, damn it. I wasted a natural 20.
Tell me, do you guys see this one?
Yes. Question mark.
It was a really bad roll. Does
I
that
don't know.
help?
That was a blind GM roll, so I don't see that one.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. So, when so,
I just wanted to see what that would do.
when you it fumbled, that's what it did. You fumbled.
Chad
What
trips
we
and
learned
falls
is
into
never
it.
to roll blind because you're always fumble.
All right. So you guys, when you are leaving the bar, Okay. Nimue notices that like Serlin must have like changed like cloaks really quickly as you were leaving the bar, because what he's wearing right now is like wrinkled to fuck, has a couple of like really worn spots, and it's a lot dingier in color. Also, like the rest of the clothing looks kind of different colored. And then a few seconds later, literally your eyes blur, and he looks just like he was.
Suspicious. She whispers, and maybe someone can hear that.
You whisper suspicious?
Yes.
All right. You are the like goth actor kid. You are totally the drama.
That's kind of strange to me because I sometimes find myself forcing myself a bit to role play to kind of get used to it and feel more comfortable with it.
Well, your forcing is working. It's functional.
Nice, good to know.
Whether it's natural or not doesn't show.
Good to know.
Okay, so I do need to know if anybody is interacting with that, and then Nimue notices something else when you get to the church.
Yeah.
To the church.
All right. So you just say suspicious, and do you say it loud enough for people to hear you, or is it just to yourself and your
If
cat?
there's someone nearby, probably they hear it.
Yeah, all of you are. You're leaving the bar at the same time.
Yeah.
I hear him say something
Okay.
like, "Are you hearing voices in your head too?"
Every day, probably every minute, not every second. Yeah, Neil Larthos talks to me. Like we're essentially sharing one body, just so we're clear. 2 souls, 1 body kind of thing.
At the same time, Edmond taps on Serlin's shoulder and he goes, "Yeah, me too. I get you. And he walks past you.
Yeah, see?
I
It's
don't
not
know
that
what you mean,
weird.
sir.
And in your head, Serlin hears, "He abandoned his last party in the desert."
Not gonna be trusting that guy.
I did not realize that one curse could be so fun.
That's a curse?
Yeah, Edmund's cursed.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if I can, but I think back at whatever the voice said. Thanks for the tip.
All right. Fuck.
To the temple.
Yeah, so you get through the streets, and it's a fairly long jaunt, just because the city is so fucking huge. Like, there's not much to do on the way there. There's just, like, common busyness on the streets. There's muck that you're walking through. Oh, wait, that's right. This is spring, because I have to make it that because of the fucking adventure. I wanted to make it summer, but then you basically can't access the desert if I make it summer.
No.
Not okay. So it has to be spring. So there's some moisture in the air. And you get to right in front of this huge white and bronze temple to Bry. And there's a big image of a constructed opalescent bronze gear woman with a blue drapery flowing down her body from her shoulder. What were you pointing at?
Nimue's pointing at the bronze cog.
Oh, okay. It'd be funny if there's like a new one added. It's glowing green. So that image is right above the main double doors that you would go in, and the rest of the temple building is an insanely anal amount of detail has gone into this. She's the goddess of architecture and engineering, but also constructs. So there are diagrams all over this thing. It might even look like it's one big ritual that's happening, but it's all schematics and scientific formulas. And Nimue sees somebody on the roof of the temple
Is it Grau?
with long waving hair that doesn't look like hair. It looks sort of like a Medusa. Like there's just like these tendrils waving off of this person's head.
When we walk up, Chad goes, "Hey, that's her. That's the narrator lady."
He's pointing at the temple, not the lady
Right.
on the roof.
I don't see her.
Yeah. I'm ignoring everyone and say, "Hey, do you guys see that on the roof?"
Let's see if she can respond fast enough to hide. Yes! No, they don't, because they didn't roll high enough on perception.
Are all of you crazy?
You shut up. There was someone on that roof.
I believe you're seeing things.
Her for sure.
Yes, I'm seeing things. A thing was a woman on the roof.
Edmond says, yeah, it's probably one of those spirits, you know? They're all over the place. Let's go into the church with the big brass lady.
Spirits.
You
ghosts?
can ignore that. You can ignore it all you want. I'll be on guard in case we to get attacked or something, or assassinated by some Medusa or whatever that was.
Assassin! That is fucked up. If you look at her, you get stoned. If you don't look at her, you get backstabbed. All right, so you walk into this place, and all right, it is overly regimented. And as you walk in, there is a split. The entry hall, what do they call it? The sanctuary, is split into 3 different grid patterns with brass relief lines. Like, you're here for this purpose, you go in that door. Anyway, so you go in the main entrance, and there are a couple of priests sort of just talking to each other over this massive fucking book, and they both have medallions over their necks of cogwheels. And they're wearing priestly robes, obviously, and on the back, on the hood, is the symbol of just the face of that brass cog opalescent lady. And as soon as you come in, there are a few other people just like sitting in, I'll say pews, because I was raised Catholic. That's what temples have. I don't know.
Pew pew pew.
Yes, those kinds of pews.
I'm picturing the halfling walking in and just going pew 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 pew
Pew, pew, pew.
Perfect.
I'm totally
And
gonna do
so-
that next time I'm in a church, especially when my nieces are there. Finger guns. Pew 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 pew.
That's almost worth going to church.
Yeah, I might actually go back to church for the first time in a decade.
Honestly, that the less a place wants magic, or the more it outlaws magic, the more magic it has.
Yeah, it's like a rebellious faction rises up and does whatever the hell you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
All right, I guess Sir Lin will start approaching the group of priests.
Oh, God. It gives me shit to read, and normally I would, like, make up my own roleplay for this and say it, but it's word for word. Like, these people are quoting a Bible, so I have to actually read it. Oh, I can show this to you. Yay. There's one of the priests. Did that show? That didn't show anything to chat, did it?
Not in the chat. I see the picture.
Okay.
Yep.
We're on delay, so I'm going to see if it does show it, but I don't really know how this works with the stream person.
Yeah, the stream shows it just fine there.
Oh my God, okay. So yeah, there's a big ass book, but there's also, next to this lady, because she's apparently a lady, is a male human in similar outfit, just not with the gold hem line, holding a copy of the big fucking book that's on the podium. Like, that's his job. He's holding
One
this
wasn't
book.
enough. Is he being punished for something?
I don't think so. He's just supposed to follow her around with a book. She says, "You must be those adventurers sent by... Motherfucker, what's her name?
Phoebe?
Yeah, Phoebe Dunsmith, thank you. You must be those adventurers sent by Miss Dunsmith. She warned us of your interest in our clergy. How can we help you with Kosawana? I am Mintakas. This is Duga." Oh, sorry. It has to be more formal because it's the fucking church. "I am Tertiary Cog Mintakas. This is Acolyte Duga."
Yes, nice to meet you, ma'am. I would, yes, we do have an interest in tracking down this Mr. Koswana. Might thought, since you have a history with him, might have some pointers on where he might be about or what he might be up to. And as I'm doing this, I will just casually flip a gold coin into wherever the nearest offering tray is.
It's just sitting on the pew pew pew.
All right. Yeah, I toss a gold coin into it, and it lands there perfectly. I don't need to make a roll or anything.
Make that roll. Make that roll. Roll on that one.
Oh, wait, was that magic? Was that magic? All right, so she goes, "We haven't kept up with the goings-on of the former primary cog for quite some time. In accord with Regulation 1452, Olaman Kosawana is no longer associated with our temple." She turns to Acolyte Duga, who opens a complex clockwork latching mechanism on the book. He immediately locates the appropriate passage and hands the book to the party, like showing it to you. Like, pointing at Regulation 14.52.
That is what that says.
No, you're not off the hook yet. That's just the beginning. Now she reads the passage to you from memory.
Yes.
She goes, "Regulation 1452. All components shall advance the functional or aesthetic qualities of the device. Any component which does not serve the whole shall be excised." The Acolyte closes the book, thumbing it shut, and Mintakas nods, eyes closed, savoring the logic of the words.
Damn it! Why didn't I bring Anara?
Yes, this is the place where you're supposed to use research points to find out information. So she says, "So it was with primary cog Kosawana. He chose not to serve the church, so was declared superfluous to our needs. He continues to serve the Whisper in Bronze in his own way, perhaps, but not in any official capacity. I believe his workshop is in the Ferris Quarter along the river 3 blocks west of Hammer Street. If you want to go there." I just had to add that last part. She seems snooty as shit.
Hey, I got a question. Is that metal-looking lady? Is that Bri?
Yes. You have never heard of the Whisper in Bronze?
No, but
Here we go.
got a question. Does she talk to people?
Here we go.
Does she talk to people in their heads?
You have had a calling of the faith.
Maybe.
Yes, she does speak to the faithful. How long have you been with the Church of Bri?
About
She comes up really close but doesn't touch you.
this started happening about yesterday.
She goes, oh, wait, there's a picture. There's the book.
Yeah, it's book lady.
Why is there are actually clocks on it? Why the hell are there 6 watch faces on it?
And
Like,
2
it's
hourglasses.
ticking down.
I believe time is one of her areas of concern.
Her domains, yes. Her portfolio includes marginally self-aware clockwork beings, and also non-sentient clockwork beings, and time and order to a lesser degree.
Has she ever pulled anybody through time? Is that something she does?
No, that would be sacrilege.
Oh, yeah.
We do not discuss such
No.
matters. They are the heretical archives.
Mom's the word.
Oh, but when you say that, little Duga next to her, his eyes go wide and bright, like, oh my god, that's amazing.
So, sorry to interrupt. Back to the subject at hand with Katswana. Yes, he has been excised from the device.
Don't you mean exorcised there, darling? Like shunted the demons out of him with some sort of enema? I think that's how that works.
I would not want to see that.
But before the removal from the temple, you spent some time with him. No, plenty of time to get a feeling for him as a person. But do you have any sort of insights you would like to share about his habits, his manners, his goals, his desires?
You will have to be specific in your questions. I have programmed responses. Hold on a second. She does. She should totally be a clockwork creation, not a person.
It's one of those. She's just one of those old fortune-telling things in the booth. You put a coin in to get a fortune.
Zoltan, something like
Yeah,
that.
Zoltan. Yeah.
Yeah. Picture unclear. Guess again.
Or
Okay.
Magic 8 Ball.
Records. All right, I'm just gonna read these two parts together because they're like around what you said. Okay. She frowns and gestures to Duga. Regulation 475 guides us. And he recites the passage from memory. Oh, that's cool. Before he does that, she says the number, but then she also adds, "We have little reason to merge personal lives with our brethren. We serve the great cog. That is our purpose. That is our function. We needn't stray from that, and in fact should not. That is sacrilege." And God, I hate this church already.
No friends for you.
He says, "It is not for the gear to determine how it will turn, but for the maker to set the design. Each gear must work with those beside it, or else the device will fail." And the lady nods, and she goes, I'm not going to call him that. Kosawana found himself fascinated with some of the less accurate records in our archives, from which he formed a peculiar worldview. Instead of helping to grow the knowledge of the faith, he fell victim to lies and half-truths. Grand Cog Lanolier finally had to ask him to retire from public duties to prevent further embarrassment. And Sir Lin would know that Grand Cog Lanolier is the current head of this church here.
Grand Cog.
So she says, "Kosawana and I have not spoken since he left the church years ago. All I could do is direct you to his workshop. Perhaps his neighbors may be able to provide you with information you seek."
That sounds good.
She starts writing the address down.
Well, while all this is going on, I think Nimue is probably in the back trying to see if she can glean anything from this person, because she seems suspicious and she doesn't trust her for some reason.
I was also going to
So,
ask if Serlin gets the sense that they're trying to be rushed out of here.
Yeah, not in that sense, but I think the fact that they said something about her being the goddess of time and pulling people out of time and stuff like that being sacrilege, in her mind, in Nimue's mind, she doesn't know jack shit about her own goddess because she clearly pulled him out of time.
Both of you can roll perception because you're trying to study this chick whose name I just forgot. Mintakus. And you'll have to tell me the total because I don't think I can leave this text screen.
20 total for me.
Hold on, 34. Natural 19.
All right. I'm sorry, Robert. Did you say
20 total, yeah. I should not be making perception checks with this character.
I don't even have a big bonus for this. I just keep rolling a high perception.
Sir Lin doesn't actually get that she's trying to rush you out, just that she doesn't care, and that she has this facade up of civility and order. She is performing her function, and that's
Public
all.
servant, yeah.
Right. At least in the way she thinks.
We're at the DMV.
Oh, gross! Yes. Oh man. Or at like the IRS counter. So I'm sorry. Nimue was just thinking that this lady doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. But did Nimue have like a question in her mind about like trying to see through a deception or?
She's
I
more
guess I
like
wonder
trying.
what's thinking.
Yeah, trying to. How do I? If maybe there's something that she's not saying, like she's not gonna or whatever, but
Whoa, hold on. You're cutting out and you just went silent. No, well, not that I can tell.
there we go. I touched my headset a little bit and it disconnected.
You shouldn't do that on camera. That's vulgar.
No, just trying to see if there are any either discrepancies or in what she's saying, as well as if she's maybe hiding anything that she's not willing to tell us, which the church tends to do a lot.
Yes, you notice a few different things because your roll was stupidly high. She has a very practiced facade. However, it cracked severely, to your eyes at least, when she was talking about the heretical texts that they still have. I think she said heretical library. Anyway, she actually seemed scared. As in, like, survival level scared. Like, the concept that there's something that is written that contradicts her faith in the building where she practices her faith just shakes her. But she quickly dissembled again and kept going with the bullshit she was spewing. She doesn't really seem to believe in ways that you have experienced real true believers believing in a faith. It seems like all of this is just like mathematics. Like she's just reciting the rules. So is she hiding something? Maybe from herself.
Yeah.
She's not actually faithful. She just thinks she is.
She's not actually what?
Actually,
Faithful.
Yeah. Actually, that part of her, as soon as Nimue realizes that, she feels a little bit more respect for the fact that it's not some kind of blind faith.
She's going through the motions.
Yeah.
All right.
Which, like, if you were going to do that in any church, this one makes the most sense.
Yeah, honestly. And doesn't really say it out loud, but she thinks to herself, heretical library, huh? Sounds interesting.
Sorry, I have to jump in because Nya says something.
Yeah.
He says to Nimue, "Oh, we have to go there. Ask her about the asynchronous archives. Go, go."
What is this about the asynchronous archive?
Asynchronous.
Yeah.
She just looks shocked, like anybody asked, and the acolyte turns to a page on his own, and he goes, "Regulation 317. In order to truly create an original device, one must first create the entire cosmos. All makers build upon those who have come before, and it is the duty of every maker to leave a foundation for future makers to build upon."
This guy's...
Oh my god, there's more to this. Shit. "Even old texts rife with error are retained by our order, but some stories from the past are meant as allegory." Wait, no. Sorry, this part is Mintakas talking over him, so he shuts up. She says, "Even old texts rife with error are retained by our order, but some stories from the past are meant as allegory, or require heavy revision or annotation in light of new understandings. Kosawana took a few such stories literally, and it infected his work, his teaching, even his mind. You must understand, every religion has those who believe they have cracked the code, or uncovered truths that generations of researchers before them have missed. When presented with evidence, these people merely invent a bigger conspiracy to explain away the incongruity that allows them to maintain their beliefs. In short, he's now mad.
So
Why do I hear nothing right now?
I don't think anyone's talking.
we're all just staring at her in wonder, like she just said a lot of words.
She gobsmacked us.
Those are definitely words she's saying. I've heard them before.
I trust that Neil Larson got all that.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, then he interprets it. This is cheating, but sure.
I need to start embracing that I'm playing the idiot character in this, and I don't need to understand all this. So.
That is opposite of who
I know,
you are.
it's hard. So if you see me acting too smart, slap me down.
I will probably forget, but see, that's the problem. You are smart and you take notes, so you come up with shit that other people haven't.
It's hard playing dumbasses.
Right. And then if Sir Lin does that, I'm gonna be like, well, fuck, that helps me though. So, all right. So basically, Nya says to Nimue's mind, essentially, he's creating his own splinter faith of the same religion, and she hates him, and of course churches don't want competition. He may not even be able to create such a church here, but he's clearly of a different faith now.
I see. Chick gives that to herself for the moment.
So would we be able to poke around some of those books that have wrong things in them?
You know, I don't even know why the hell that is an option in this game. Like, she's like, no, they're evil! Yeah, go, take a look.
Yeah, go. Read them, spread them around, yeah.
This is so stupid. All right. Does anybody have diplomacy here? Like, I think Edmond does, but it's for insults.
I have diplomacy. I have trade.
I don't. I mean, if I transform my familiar, it can do a hell of a lot of intimidation.
As a noble, I need to be diplomatic and do diplomacy things with my father's friends.
Yes, very smart character, yes.
While they're having this conversation, I kind of meander over to an image or statue or any kind of iconography they have of Bry. And I say quietly, "What did you say to me earlier? I missed it."
God talked to me, but I wasn't paying attention.
Incredible.
Well, that is a shitty prophet. Are you talking about what I whispered to you in the bar?
No, what she was telling me, like her narration of the game, of what I was supposed to do and all that, and because he was just taking in the sights, and there was a voice in his head, and he wasn't paying attention because he was like, "Whoa, this is weird. What's going on?"
You have to resist the urge to hit that skip tutorial button.
So he ignored the gods.
You can have the gods speaking to him, or you can just have Neil Larson say some mumbo jumbo.
Oh my god. Okay, so out of Chad's mouth comes the words, "Seek thee out the cradle of quartz and beware of the angles."
Do I say that?
I swear to fucking God, it makes sense in this game. Yeah, you do.
That comes out of him, and he's kind of like, "What was that? What? Seek the. What did I say? Seek the who?"
Your voice got a little high.
You're talking real pretty right there.
You have to have been paying attention. You literally said it.
I didn't think it was real.
This is just more evidence that he's just a cuckoo bird to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hell, look at Joan of Arc. Everybody thought she was fucking nuts. Yes, that is the natural human response.
Mm-hmm. I kind of give her a look up at the heavens, give her an okay.
Did anybody roll the diplomacy?
I should roll that. Let me.
Yeah.
I was just bragging about it.
Oh,
Natural one. baby.
Oh!
I am a diplomat.
Oh, God!
Yeah.
I-
So, what do you say that fumbled so hard?
I don't know. It's what are they called? What are they called? That things that break robots. I mentioned I casually mentioned a logical paradox, and she's stuck in a loop.
Okay.
I don't know.
So she was. No, that's fine. Remember your character's dumb.
character's A male barber shaves all and only those men who do not shave themselves. Does he shave himself?
Why are you asking?
It's just a thought I had.
Well, it's an interesting question. I believe I shall task Duga with the answering of that. What do you think? And he goes, yes? Now, Duga, is that a guess, or do you know that? I'm guessing. I'm sorry.
But if he only shaves people who do not shave themselves, how can he shave himself?
Does anybody else roll fucking diplomacy?
I'll do it.
If everyone fails, Nimue will try, but she's a literal monster. It's like no one's gonna convince her of it. She's not gonna convince anyone of anything.
They are still talking back and forth, by the way, with Serlin and each
No.
other.
The barber can't shave himself because he shaves people who don't shave themselves.
I rolled a 35 diplomacy. I want to jump in there.
That's great.
Nice.
Technically, that's all that's required to be able to get to this archive. You can say whatever you want, but go ahead and roleplay what you might say.
No, what he means to say is we need to look at your stuff and we're on a mission from Bry.
We're on a mission from Bry. It's 11:30. Got a quarter tank of gas. 2 packs of cigarettes. It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses.
Yep.
We're on a mission from Bry.
Simple as that.
You didn't have the Southie accent when you say Bry, but how do you say Bry with that
I
accent?
can't do accents, so I don't know.
Bry. No, that's West. Fuck, I don't know. It was Gad in the
Gad.
movie.
We're on a mission from Gad. We're on a mission from Bry.
I guess.
For those of you in the audience younger than the age of 35, we are talking about the classic classic movie Blues Brothers.
Which, for its time, had the most expensive scene for
That chase
damages ever.
To the mall.
That's a really good scene.
It was lots of cop cars. It was the most expensive scene in its time.
Just gratuitous with the crashes.
And Princess Leia's in it.
Yeah. Yeah, Carrie Fisher's.
What?
She's is it Jake or Elwood's ex?
I forget. It is.
She's
Prince.
the one that fires
wow.
the rocket launcher.
Yeah.
You don't remember the rocket
Oh my
launcher?
god. It's been a while. I didn't remember that
No,
part.
she has no part in the movie except she shows up and keeps trying to kill him.
Oh,
She's one
okay.
of the,
I
don't
that
remember if
first,
it's Jake
but
or
I can't
Elwood. She's an ex. Yeah.
Need to
Really?
find if that's streaming somewhere.
I mean, I know that there was somebody trying to assassinate them, but I can't picture her face on that person.
I need to watch that again. That's such a good movie. So what kind of
Yeah,
music
it
do
is.
you all listen to here? Well, both. Country and Western.
Yeah. Yes! That's my favorite line of the movie.
Adding that to my list of movies I need to watch. It keeps getting longer.
That's what happens. Ours is pretty long too
No,
now.
I still
We
need to
finally
watch the one vampire show.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What we do in the shadows.
Yeah.
I watched the most recent Hellraiser because I saw the first two, and I actually like the philosophy behind it from the original book. But it's shit. It's just gratuitous violence. It's the same as every other Hellraiser movie since the second one.
I actually did watch last night before bed the first episode of new show out there called Shogun. Have you guys seen that yet?
No, I watched the original way back in the day with Richard Chamberlain, but how is the new one? I've been thinking about watching it.
One episode in, but it's real. I don't know exactly what's going on yet, but it's pretty well done so far.
Is it live action?
Yeah, it's live action. A lot of Japanese actors and actresses. In fact, like all but two.
What's the story?
Right now, it's a shipwrecked Westerner has been caught up in the drama of the courts, as the emperor had died several years ago, and they're now in the period waiting for his heir to come of age, and there's rivaling factions
Cool.
maneuvering for supremacy.
Based on an epic
That
book.
could be fun.
Is it?
Oh, okay.
Maybe I
Mhm.
should stop watching and go read the book.
Speaking of books, how about that archive?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry. Where the hell is she? Okay.
Every week we have to have one media deep dive.
Yeah,
Yes.
apparently. She says, Kosawana, though a powerful primary cog, was not exempt from the many rules he broke while accessing the archives. Perhaps you might learn something of the man by reading some of the same books he did. And hold on a moment, let me see if she says anything else, because this looks like just an info dump for me. Blah, 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 blah. No, who cares? Oh, God. They put regulations on how long you can be there for each day. No.
Time's up.
I mean, sure, that's flavorful, that makes sense for the temple, but fuck that. That's hard to roleplay with. Okay, there we go. She pulls off of her waist a big-ass ring of overly complex mechanical keys. She says, "It's a good thing you came when you did, actually. The secondary cogs begin their regularly scheduled inventory of the library in 16 hours. I trust this to be enough time for you to conduct your research." And she, gestures toward an open archway that she'd be leading you through.
16 hours. I'd plan to just, read the titles.
Oh, God. Edmond says, "Much obliged, madam. Thank you." I have to at least say something with him. His diplomacy is plus 21.
Oh,
He
geez.
uses it.
Why isn't he talking?
Because you're the players!
Why did you give him such high diplomacy?
It's actually to insult people, because I have a list of flavorful cowboy insults.
Yep, that tracks.
Yeah, it totally does though.
I actually took Bon Mo just because I wanted to do the insults.
That's awesome.
All right, so she leads you to this just doorway. It's not... okay, so it looks like from the outside, it looks like a locked treasure vault. It's got interlocking steel and brass rings that have to be unlocked over time. So it takes 2 or 3 minutes just to unlock the door.
Oh, while we're here, can we get one of those whisper sheets?
I think we grabbed one at the very start when we got here, no? Or
You wouldn't even have to ask. They would have been in the alcove at the beginning, and I forgot to
yeah, because
mention it.
I want to see what
Like that one
how
was taking
magic's
number of
working right
things.
now.
What'd you say?
And I
Robert?
was just mumbling to myself. It's like one of those taking number things you find in the lobby of the D&D.
No, it's like almost every Christian church you walk into now. There's 8 pamphlets that you can take when you walk in. So there'd probably be a bunch of them. In fact, they might even have the whisper sheets for the next day, just you have to ask for those.
Yeah.
So I guess you'd probably get one of those too.
Yeah, I do. I do that.
Yeah, because show those to me because I have magic that I can use every single second, like willy-nilly, and I want to be able to use that to look at the library or the archive.
Well, the magic in here seems pretty stable. There's magic.
Haha!
All right, so this is fucking silly. There's a lot of different ways that you can research. You gain research points for each several hours that you spend here. I'm changing that to... It said several hours or each day. That's stupid. It doesn't even give that much time in the adventure. So we're going to say per hour you can make one roll. If you get a total of like 50 points, I think it is, then you get all the information that you could possibly need. In fact, like that's supposed to be your goal. I think it's 40 or 50. I'll look it up in a moment. But the checks that you can roll are Academia Lore, which would be DC 19. Bry Lore, which is DC 19. Library Lore? Who the hell made that
Where's Adara?
one?
She would just
but it's not even
auto-pass this on the
academia
first
lore.
roll.
It's not. Yeah, it's not even academia lore. It's library lore. Who has
Library
library?
Or religion would be DC 21, if you have that. Or perception, DC 24. But
what were those checks? Sorry, I only listened to library and yeah.
Academia Lore, Bry Lore, and Library Lore are the lowest.
Huh. Okay.
And then the next lowest DC is religion.
Hmm.
And then the highest DC is perception.
Well, I'm gonna have to take perception, but I'm gonna see if I can half that time. As you see, as Nya and his cat form begins to grow, his shadow begins to grow and turn into essentially Nimue identical, except he has little cat ears and a cat tail.
That is fucking cute. Wow, that's adorable. We need to take a picture of this.
Selfie.
All right, so he's gonna go walking around reading shit too.
Yep.
Great.
Serlin fails. I'm just saying Serlin fails at this.
You might make the perception check. It's DC 24.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 perception checks.
Missed it by that much.
That sucks.
Wow.
Where the fuck is my NPC's perception? He actually took religion, and he's better at perception. Oh, that sucks. Why did I even take religion? No.
Oh.
So I do want to know how many hours you spend here total, or the whole 16, because you might need it to get 40 points.
Yeah, Nialarthos and I got 23 and 25 respectively.
Was that percep? Oh, it was perception. Okay.
Yeah.
So only the 25. Oh, God. All right. Maybe one of us should help another of us. Actually, let me look at Hammy's sheet. I think he adds at least 9.
Is that a aid? How does aid work? And can a familiar do that?
It's not trained. Yeah. I don't see why not.
DC 15 now, right?
Yeah.
What check do I have to do to aid?
Whatever the skill is that you have to be able to use it.
Yeah.
In this case, I think it's perception.
You have to
Okay, so
justify your role. Tell us
Does
how
that?
you do it.
Yeah. I mean, just straight up looking around and helping and pointing out stuff.
You know, if you'd had warning, you could have used some of your witch familiar ability selections to make him skilled in library lore. Fuck it.
I mean, it kind of does make sense to have some sort of knowledge roll being what he is.
That-
I might make him. Yeah. Does skill give him just one skill or multiple?
Just one.
Ah, damn.
That lends some
Yeah, right.
kind of design to the adventure being able to come back tomorrow to continue this, as you can reset your daily abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that Hammy is trying to trying to help Serlin.
Yeah, and Nialarthos is trying to help Nimue.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Can we say Edmond is trying to help Chad? Because I don't think I'm gonna be very good at getting these
Sure.
totals. Okay. Jesus, that's loud.
That's what a 45 sounds like.
Yeah. I think the max for critical success is +2. So Chad gets +1, and whoever the fuck the other person was that was helping, was it Sir Lin? Yeah, gets +2. Silliest thing. All right, so we're at the first hour. I want to know how many people succeeded for the first hour, and if you get a critical fail, you take away one of your team's successes.
Jeez. No, I think Nimue succeeded one. What's the roll we need to?
For perception, it's 24.
Well, I just rolled
Oh
a
yeah,
2.
25. So. Oh.
Does that count as a
You
critical
got a
fail?
-1. You got a -1. Stop! Don't touch it. Don't. You don't. Get away. Get
Oh,
away.
I just spilled my coffee. Oh no.
No. Prestidigitation. I clean it. Get. Push him away. Stop it. Stop it. Don't touch anything.
Technically, it's a 4 with the aid help.
And that was religion. Okay. You go.
All right, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
I gotta-
Serlin Hop leaves.
I got a 32.
We need a crit here.
Oh, wait a moment.
32 makes it though.
Yeah, it definitely does. In fact, wait, what did you roll for it? Oh, it's right there, perception. So yeah, it just succeeded. There are actually 2 different ways that you can do this. I didn't notice. I thought it was just a bunch of books. So there are 2 options. One of them is a series of outdated versions of Bry's holy texts, including redacted articles and unorthodox treatises. That's the logic of design and revision history. So that's the actual books. There's also an enormous hourglass filled with pure quartz sand that reflects mysterious visions through its glass. It's the sands of time. You basically just stare at this thing and hallucinate. So you're getting impressions from Bry.
Ooh, I want to do that.
So that is Bry lore or fortune-telling lore or occultism or perception.
Rylor. Hey.
Yeah, everybody's got Bry lore, right? But occultism, that could be better for Nimue.
Rylor, is that new big pop star?
Yeah. I'll try and do something about that occultism and see if Nia can aid as well. Can it be on train as well?
What?
Can the
Yeah,
aid? Cool.
It doesn't have to be trained. Yeah.
He's gonna try and aid, and I'm gonna roll here.
Yay, 3.
That's probably a no. Plus 12 to aid. And science. So I really need a second monitor. Let's see what she gets. Okay, 32. 32 occult.
Okay. Please pause rolling there because I need to find out. No, I need to look up the rules for the research subsystem in archives.
Yes.
I don't remember how many points you get for each roll. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's shit. You get 1.
Oh well, I said something.
Sure. All right. So each hour in this case is a round of research, and during that round you can roll one of these two different kinds of checks. Robert, you weren't here for it. The library isn't just books. So there are the books. That's called the Logical Design and Revision History. There's also an enormous hourglass filled with pure quartz sand that reflects mysterious visions through its glass. It's called the Sands of Time. So basically you're meditating on this big Sands of Time thing and you get visions. So that you can roll occultism or fortune-telling lore or perception or bry lore.
I think I should try religion again. I think I was onto something.
This is so stupid, but I need Alright, I need Nimue and Nya to roll a will save. And anybody else who used perception, which I think is actually everyone.
I used religion.
I used religion, great. You don't have to make that check. It's a DC 19 will save.
It should be fine.
Nat 20. And a nat 1.
Christmas colors.
Yeah, that one I believe was for it was for
Did your
Yeah.
cat just poof again?
I don't know, it kind of makes me feel like Nimue is probably the one that should be failing, not him.
Your cat is stupefied for an hour.
It's just sitting there with its tongue out, blepping.
What does that do?
Yeah.
Hold on. What does that?
That's your what?
What does it do? It lets you put your finger in front of the cat's face and go.
Well, it's not a cat right now. It's just another Nimue, a cat Nimue.
Yeah, it's like I think
Fine.
like -1 to mental stuff, and it fucks over your spell casting.
Yeah, it really in this case all it does is it's going to you're going to take -1 to research checks for this hour.
Okay, yeah, it's not gonna help.
All right, so for the first hour, how many successes did we have? Just the first hour. Like one?
Nimue had one, but
Yeah.
I think I had one.
Oh yeah, you did too. So that's 2 points.
-1.
Okay, so 3.
I said -1.
Did the occult count?
Oh, minus. Oh my
Yeah.
God, -1.
And did the occult check count for Nimue? Like the hourglass thing?
I don't know. You can only do one of these per hour.
Okay, then yeah, because I know you told me to roll it, so yeah. I'll
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was of myself.
yeah, so I'll do it next time like that.
Okay, so as a team, for the first hour, 1 point was accumulated. You need 5 for the very minimum of information.
5
Boy.
for the minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's spend a couple of days here, guys.
This is so stupid.
I love
All right.
it. I think this is great. Because this is the perfect encapsulation of a college group project.
Yeah, you're
You got
right,
one
man.
person pulling their weight. Then you got Sir Lin.
Spilling coffee all over shit.
Nimue is like,
Why is this stuff?
Nimue is like, cool. I can read a whole lot of useless shit.
Yeah. And Nya was reading and got confused. Like it sort of acts like a confusion spell.
I think he would be more like he would be stupefied just from the amount of contradiction that he finds in the books. Like, what?
That makes sense.
But here it said, what does it say? That here, what?
I'm sorry, but you said I could roleplay your cat. He starts ripping a page out of the book.
Yeah, you can do that.
And he just goes, "This part's stupid. It contradicts the first 6 pages."
Yep. Just to hide that, because stuff probably is pretty expensive. She's just gonna tear it up in her mouth.
Destroy the evidence.
Yeah. All right, let's do the second round. Isn't this fun? We're rolling for nothing.
I think Sir Lynn's going to abstain from helping this round.
Yes,
That's
I
the
think
best
that's the
way
best
I can
help.
contribute to
Yeah.
this, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now Nimue is gonna do the occultism on the hourglass.
I'll be in the bathroom, everybody. Let me know if you need anything.
Okay. Chad gets to add another +2 because I critically succeeded at aiding
Oh,
again.
cool. I want to look at the sands because he doesn't like books. He was like, I wish they had this in digital form. It'd be a lot easier.
Here's the audiobook version.
Yeah, like.
You know. What'd you say, Red Devil?
I'm just like. He's saying digital, and we're like, what the heck does that even mean, digital?
That behavior that Chad does is actually in that book that I sent you the link for, John. It's a flaw of like saying things that nobody from this time
cool.
understands.
He's got that naturally.
Yep.
Yeah.
28 success.
One.
I think.
Yay!
Yeah. What's the
Yeah, it is.
occultism?
21.
What was the perception? 23?
24.
I missed it.
With +2, you
Yeah.
also missed it. Is it only +2? Could it be like +4?
I already-
It goes
yeah.
up if they have higher levels of training, if like the expert or master or legendary.
I had already added the +2. So 20s with the +2.
Is Edmond doing anything?
Yeah, he is. He's actually aiding Chad, and Hammy is rolling all on his own little squirrel research.
Goody.
Yeah, Edmond would have added 3 actually. I looked up the
21. then.
proficiency bonus.
Do you have the +2 in there?
Yeah.
I don't see it listed on your bonuses.
No, I just told because Edmund succeeded in aiding him. That's all.
But yeah, he's right. I don't see my +3 either. So that'd be 23.
Yeah,
I'd
when you
still
type
miss
it in there, you have to submit it before.
Oh.
Yeah, it's annoying. You have to like.
It still failed by 1. Okay, so that was a success from Nimue, a success from Hammy, and that's it. So 2 successes. And the previous round was 1 success?
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
Am I remembering that right?
Yeah.
So that's,
Yeah.
yay! So let's spend our 3rd hour reading.
And now,
Oh, yeah.
Larkspot is no longer stupefied. Now he's gonna aid me again.
Sir Lynn sticks his head in.
Great.
I'm gonna run down to the cafe. Anybody want anything?
Yes, please. Bring me whatever you find there. Just whatever.
See if they have energy drinks.
Stop talking nonsense. We're not from the future.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
Sir Lynn knows that coffee and tea are a huge deal here, so there are specialty coffees and teas.
I'll go bring a round of Starbucks back.
Nice.
Bring me either whatever weirdest tea they have, or just straight up dark coffee.
Okay. Jake, what is the weirdest tea in Alkenstar?
Like, do you have anything weird?
Yeah, it would be like jasmine flavored with chicory and carob.
I bring a
Ooh.
cup of that.
Nice.
I think that sounds terrible.
That was pretty good off the cuff, though. I like that.
Yeah, Nimue is absolutely enthralled with it. She loves it.
Oh God.
Tastes like one of
They
my
do
potions.
things-
Yeah, just
Yes, you're right. Except it's not like wiggling.
no, exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna actually try this. I haven't tried rolling on the character sheet for this character. Perception? Where's the
It's
perception?
on the left side below AC.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
a skill.
Oh! Occultism. Oh, thank God. I didn't even think of that. He had 16. Let's roll that.
So my familiar aiding me got a 20 with occultism, and I rolled a 31. Does that add anything else?
Yes, that's a critical success. So you get 2 points.
Yes.
And so the total is 5. And Edmond got a success, so that's 6. And is Chad still trying to use perception? Okay.
Still staring into the void.
And Hemi gives you 2. Sorry, 1. Gives you 1.
You see, there's Nimue and Shadow. I will.
Oh no, that is a critical success. You get 2 extra. All right. What the fuck?
We can remove another one for my critical fail.
You fucker.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang out with Sir Lin, I think.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nimue and
In the bathroom.
and Shadow Nimue are basically conducting a seance on this
Yeah.
clock thing. Yeah.
I'll keep trying to drink this awful black coffee he brought me. Ugh.
Oh, can you guys imagine just how good at this Nyx, Raven, and Inara would have been?
Oh,
Yeah, we'd be kicking butt.
Oh my god. Wait. You can use a hero point on that natural one.
You're
Do it.
right.
Do it.
I'll do it.
Do it.
I'll do it. Take one for the team.
No.
Thank the Lord.
It just takes longer. It's okay.
No.
Jesus. All right, this
I made
is
it.
weird, but there's. Are you
I
serious?
used it.
Wait.
And
You
I
did
made
use
it.
a hero
No,
point?
it was an auto success. Remember.
So we take, instead of
Yeah.
reducing one, we add one.
Okay. So then that's 8.
Well, that's the max that we need to get all the information, like all of it.
Oh God, hold on. I don't. It's not showing
Like
me the same
40 or
format
something?
in.
Oh,
It's at least 20. I think it's 40. Let me check.
Jesus.
But it doesn't all have to be today. We can come back tomorrow.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah, wonderful.
Isn't that why you became an adventurer? To
So
go
we
to the library
eventually did
every
it.
day?
I mean, Nimue is an adventure just to research stuff, but so this is technically some research. Except it's a church, but at the same time, it's like less of a church and more of an archive of information. She's basically just skipping all the holy scriptures and going to the logic stuff, all the numerology, all the math.
It's kind of blended, and there's not really anything that's faith that's not logical.
Well,
What?
In this book, it takes itself seriously.
I mean, it is, yeah, it is
A logical holy
Yeah,
book?
that makes
That's an oxymoron.
yeah.
I know,
Right,
isn't it?
Exactly.
Give me a couple minutes. I'm creating a handout because I thought it was in Foundry, but it's not. Okay, I'm going to answer the question about how many research points. Okay, yeah, I misread it before. It's 20. It's not 40.
Okay.
Or I'm lying to you and it's only 20 now. Who cares? Either way, it's 20.
$20 we might be able to get eventually.
Yeah. Right now we're at 8, so that's pretty good. We're almost halfway there. I think one more hour of not fumbling, and we'll be fine.
All right, if you guys want to look at Discord, there's a little, like, I don't even know why you would think this is significant, but you find this and it's a handout. So you have this handout now and you can read it.
At the eastern end of Tentacle Canyon in the Spellscar Desert, 180 miles from Cloud Reaver Keep on the bearing of north 95 degrees east, is a spherical geode of amethyst exactly 10 feet in diameter. Its shape is so perfect that it is doubtless deific in nature. Even time itself seems to bend around this flawless gem, this cradle of quartz. By the way, time is capitalized. Like light reflecting off just a single facet of a cut gem in a box of the blackest silk. That's how it's spelled. Bry reveals an aspect of her perfect design in the depths of even the most torturous wastelands.
Dun, dun, dun.
The cradle of
I'm
quartz.
reading that for the audience.
I like how this is a handout, so you can just have that someone just give you that.
Is that the piece that we tore out?
Apparently, I don't know why the hell it looks like you tore it out. Because why the fuck would you?
Yeah. So that's pointing to a location in a map, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
theoretically.
so Nimue is gonna try and see in her map if she can try and find that wherever it is. Good.
Okay. Well, I don't remember anything about this map. Is this like a detailed map? Is it a magical map?
Very
What?
detailed. It's an uncommon map of the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Cloud Reaver Keep is clearly noted on the map. It is within Nex. It's just to the northeast of where you are now. Please ignore the N95 degree east thing. I think I figured it out. I'm not certain, but if I did, it's leading you in the wrong direction. So just ignore it.
Yeah.
Yes, 180 miles from Cloud Reaver Keep on the correct bearing, whatever that is, means that it is almost off of this continent. Like, it is through the Mana Wastes, through the Spellscar Desert, almost to the ocean.
Wow.
So not at Nex, or
No, not in Nex.
okay.
It would be in the Spellscar Desert. It would take 9 days traveling at a rate of 30 consistently, and normal mounts don't move at that rate in deserts.
So shit news, guys. This is the place. She pointed out the map. This right here, we're gonna have to fucking travel all the way through there, through the Mana Waste.
I kind of love this. Like, you rip a page out of the book and you go, shit news, guys!
Yeah, it's really irresponsible of this temple to leave us in here unsupervised.
I love that Robert put the monks smacking themselves with wood in the
That's what they
Discord.
reminded me of.
Like, I can see the gif, but I hear it in my head.
Okay.
Are you guys done yet? It's getting kind of boring.
No, hold on. Give 1 hour, one more hour.
I'll be in the bathroom.
For another hour. You like take a bunch of pamphlets and you're reading.
Much like our esteemed GM, Sir Lin has a 1 hour bladder.
Nimue says, try and see if you can figure out if there's anyone spying on us or the church that
You
maybe
got
has a head of snakes. I don't know.
We need somebody to climb to the roof.
Yes, go to the roof. Do it.
Beg your
There
pardon,
was a
you do
chick
not
on the
tell
roof.
me to do anything.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I can go to the roof.
I'm supposed to be pompous. I haven't been very pompous this episode.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I'll do it, but not because you told me to. In fact, I'm going to do it, not tell you that I did it.
Nice.
Edmond says, partner, if you want to stay here, Hammy can help you out. He can hold a book for you. He can read to you if you like.
I give kind of a side eye to the squirrel. I think I'll go wander around a bit.
Okay. He gave the wary prey creature eye to you, like from the side. All right, so we're at 8. We're at 8. Did you guys roll for this next round that I did not
No.
pay attention?
No.
Good, because if you failed right then, you could just say no, and I wouldn't know.
No, we haven't rolled yet.
All right, go ahead
Chat
and
will
roll.
keep us honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
we're
then
doing
you
this
bet that-
online. We can't lie.
Which side are you on? Are you on team player or team GM?
That's not a question.
I'm trying to inject as much toxicity into your stream as I can.
Well done. Yeah, good job. Thanks.
Well, Nia rolled for themselves with an occultism. I would have failed, but I'm gonna do a hero point.
Yeah, burn them all before
So
that T-Rex
that's
hops out
two.
of space at us.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I have one. I had two. I have one now. So that one is for emergencies.
Chad gets another +2. Edmund
I
succeeds.
succeeded.
Okay, good. Wait. What did you... That was a perception check. Then you critically
Oh,
succeeded,
excellent.
John. So that's 2 points. And Edmund got 1. And Nimue did not.
Nimue did because I used a hero point, and Nia Larsos also did get one.
Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13 points. Okay. So now let's see what little tidbits you get from that. Where the hell is my... Oh, why did I close that? Okay. Asynchronous archives. Shit. How many did I say? Fuck. I should write this down. Okay, so I said 8, and then 9, 10, 11. I said 13, didn't I?
13.
12, 13. Yeah, it's 13
Nice.
total. Okay. So then you got the 10 research points reward. Like, I understand that these things should be subsystems for people who want to do this, but are you guys enjoying this? This seems stupid.
I mean, it's kind of funny, I think.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, it's something we can keep trying till we make it. So it's kind of.
Yeah, like right now, I think we're probably gonna stop right there and go back some other time.
Yeah, like this be good. If we ever hit a dead end in our investigation, we can come back here.
That's true. It does actually help me for just my creativity and role-playing if you spend a certain number of hours here, because then different times of day, different shit happens in my mind. Okay, so research points. You learn a variety of myths, legends, and conspiracy theories have developed to learn Bry's mysterious deific origins. Many of the wildest conspiracy theories concern Bry's interest in and possible dominion over time, as opposed to only clocks and clockwork creations. While... Okay, what the fuck is that?
That makes more sense with what we know of Bry from having summoned the chat.
Why? While flipping through a tome, the characters disturb a pair of wayward Akazendri magically immersed in the text. The wicked protean monsters were transported to the material plane during a mana storm and have entertained themselves by rewriting and erasing the bright sacred texts. Annoyed by the interruption, the Akazendries attack the party. They're level 3.
Well, that's bad for them.
Sir Lynn's not there. He's up on the roof, so I can't kill them all. You guys have to use magic.
We'll use our magic.
Oh, magic's working just fine here. Don't worry about it.
It is, actually, yes. You could use magic.
Ah.
They are small, little, like, nagas that like scrolls and arcane writing.
Told you guys. Told you, Snake. Do we have to roll initiative, or can we just wreck this, guys?
No, you have to roll initiative because it could theoretically do stuff. It has spells.
Yeah.
Well, then where are the fucking spells? Come on, give me the spells. There they are. Oh, you have a lot of spells. Why the hell? Okay, whatever.
I told you to look for these guys, and they're not. Now they're here.
Oh, this is fucking... You just open a book and there's monsters!
Why?
I told you I hate books.
I told you to watch out for them.
Which it feels like sacrilege as John to say that because I love books.
Yeah.
But Although I do prefer reading digitally.
Personally, I don't know why I have this thing that I have to listen to an audiobook while also reading it.
Yeah, double down.
That works.
Mhm.
Publishers will love you.
Better
Get double the money.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so like this is your reward for the research points. This is it.
Ah,
I mean, for the 10 level of research points. 15, you get something more, but I guess you just had to get
Yeah.
through the monsters to get to the higher level research point. That's weird, but interesting.
we gain a bunch of useless lore of creation from one of the gods, and then get attacked. All right.
I don't think that I want to pull out a map because this place is not detailed anywhere.
That's fine. We're going to theater of the mind.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're going to just stay where they are and shoot shit at you unless you run up to them and smack them. Okay, yeah. Did we roll an ish? We need to roll an
Yeah,
ish.
make an encounter because we cannot roll initiative.
I'm trying to figure that out. I don't remember.
Pop out
how.
the combat tracker, and there's
I pushed something. Thank you. I was on the actors page. Wait a second. How do I add? Boop. What? Oh, that's weird. Okay, can I like begin encounter and then add characters?
yeah.
What?
Begin the encounter, then
Oh.
select all the tokens and put them in that way. So you need them on the map.
No. I don't want them on the map.
Sorry.
Really? I have to. There's no reason
Alright,
to
do the
have a
old-fashioned
map. No, you're in the saloon. Fuck it. I'm already here. Okay, so I select the people. And then I go to combat. What the
So
fuck?
do you have the combat tracker popped out? Have you clicked begin
I do
encounter?
now.
Now you
Yes.
can select a token, right click it, and hit the cross sword and shields.
Yay.
Then you guys can add yourself the same way. And then you can roll initiative from there.
There we go. 31.
I am missed.
For some reason, Nimue's been rolling great on initiative on perception.
Oh, interesting. I don't know why. Maybe it's because he's a minion. I can't add Nya to the.
Yeah, I
combat
also
tracker.
cannot roll initiative for So yeah.
Oh, but him is because I made him as a player.
They can. What is it? Go in my initiative as well. Like after me, maybe. Yeah,
Oh,
because I can
Serlin's
give
not
him
there.
more actions.
I know, but I thought maybe you could do shit if you
Okay.
care. But okay, if you
No,
don't care,
yeah,
it's
it
gonna remove
wouldn't
it.
make sense for me either. I'm off on my
You-
own.
Besides, it's
I
gonna be
sent
like
you off to
one
look for
round.
these guys. You could pop off like from the back and say, "I found them."
Oh, God. All right. Where is the fucking? I don't get. Why is it when you? I hate that you can only have a certain number of maps per scene. Because like I left the library area, and because of that, I had to reactivate the scene at least for myself, and then go back into the little stat blocks to find the monster again.
Oh yeah. They should be somewhere in the actors tab. You can search there if you remember the name.
Nope, I don't. That's the problem.
Was Hammy inspired by Over the Hedge? I love that
Yeah.
movie.
Yes.
This is a good movie. I have not roleplayed him like that, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I can, but I didn't expect Edmond to have so much character. Okay, import. There it is. I can import the fucker. There. God. Shit. Fucking damn it.
Chad's trying to convince himself it's not a game, and somebody in it's named Hoyle.
Yeah. What? Okay, Nimue, go first.
Cool. Let's see what I can do. You know what? Fuck it. This is something she has reserved for emergencies, but she's just gonna fucking do it because she can. I cast Aberrant Form. You watch as Nimue's form begins to contort and twist and enlarge as she becomes something akin like that of a werewolf with claws, and as you see, black fur starts to grow from everywhere, and she gains what appears to be cat ears, and her tail becomes that of a cat tail that splits off into two. Her eyes become similar to when Neil Arthos talks with her, using her as a vessel, like that of a cat, and her mouth begins to enlarge exaggeratedly, and she becomes her teeth become sharp and jagged, and not jagged. How do you say? Long and sharp, like that of a Cheshire cat.
The enemies run away. Seriously, that's fucking creepy. That should give you a free intimidation.
Yep. Well, she turns back to normal.
We'll say they're right next to you if it's convenient. So do you want to attack them?
Oh, they don't run away? Okay.
No,
yeah,
they don't
sure.
run away. They don't have a turn yet. Technically, they can't, but they might.
If they're not running away, because I have some other stuff that I would like to do. Let me check. Because I'm not just about to attack them. What would be the fun in that? I can just stack more spells on me. Where is it? Is it this one? You know what?
Yes, Morg. She's a furry because she's played by Red Devil.
That's okay. That's not true.
Yeah, not true. Your last character was a slimy.
Slimy.
I have to have some sort of, what do you call it? Some sort of niche. It's either a slime or a were something. It's not even a were cat. It's a literal aberration. It just made it to look like a cat.
You got a whole cat theme going on.
Yeah.
Its AC is 19. It's actually pretty high for a 3rd level creature.
Yeah. I'm wondering, because I'm looking at a spell and the number seems rather small for that. You know what? Sure. I'll cast Needle of Vengeance on myself. Right now, nothing really happens. But whenever someone wants to go and attack me, then something's going to happen. And you see just Nimue and her aberrant werecat form just standing right in front of them as if she's just going to unleash hell on them. And
I don't care if they were angry when they came out of the book or whatever. They look frightened. There's just like arms by their sides, eyes wide, not really sure they want to fuck with whatever the hell that thing is.
And then on Nian's turn, which comes right after, he is going to try and steal one of their shadows.
I don't remember. Is he independent?
Yes, that's what yeah. He has one action every time.
Was that from the specific familiar?
No, that's a thing that he just I just gave him independent because it makes sense.
Okay.
So yeah, you can also just have him do stuff, but right now he's gonna steal shadow. So make a. No, I need to make an attack. Yes. Give me that. It's 25.
Hit. AC is 19.
It is enfeebled 1. And its shadow disappears. For 24 hours. That's it.
You're just picking on Kobold as a 20th level character.
That's it.
Okay. Great. So, like, its muscles shrink. I'm still just picturing it going. Scared.
Yeah. Let me enter
it. Oh, Hoyle. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, fuck it. You can cast spells. May as well. This is so unnecessary. What are your spells? That's right. Forgot how this shit worked. Okay.
Apparently, the Needle of Vengeance is against one enemy, so I'm just gonna choose whoever's in front of me.
Okay. The same one you enfeebled or the other one?
The same one. It's fine.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 6. D4s? Why did I give myself something that I have to roll a bunch of D4s for?
So then, like, fuck that up right there.
Christ.
These?
What?
These?
Are those all D4s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you guys done something with the D4s, or do you guys still have the same one?
Do you want me to show them, or should I wait? It's a work in progress.
That's good.
You want me to wait?
Yeah, wait.
All right. They are the same D4s.
Okay, good to know.
You don't have to lie. Just wait.
Yeah, they totally couldn't tell I was lying either.
Uh-huh,
I'm
no,
good.
don't show 'em your face.
Poker face.
Right. On that, now I have Lady Gaga in my head. Thank you.
Poker face.
Holy fuck! These need to be inked. I
I
can't
know, I
see
haven't made
shit.
them yet.
Tiny man dots.
Those are the ones going to everyone.
7, 9. 14 damage. That's 2 actions. Okay. All right. So, he as his spell components, he manifests glowing poker cards. It's a 5-card draw. He looks at the hand, and then he puts a hand forward, and he shoots black lightning out at this creature. And it doesn't do a lot of damage. It's 64.
Huh.
Ooh, scary. Really? 14 damage. Oh, that sucks.
I only have one question. Is he attacking the one I'm facing off against?
Oh, I don't
Okay,
care.
cool.
No, fine.
Good.
The other one.
Ah.
I'm using the wrong computer's mouse. Oh, God. The fucking heck is Endrico too? Okay. What are you going to do? Oh, you're going to shoot acid, aren't you? Yes, acid splash. Ooh, scary. Cast. Attack. Really? I'm pretty sure that misses Nimue,
Oh, yeah.
right?
And he took a hostile action, so make a will save.
19?
Fail. Takes 2 mental damage.
No, that's 2 per level.
2 per level? Then why is
Yeah.
it still says 2 for some reason. So 1
2 per spell level, so he takes 10.
10. Cool. 10. Yeah, I gotta remember that.
Yeah, that was totally worth trying to throw acid at you. And of course missing. And the other one will try to throw acid at Mr. Hoyle, Mr. Pokerman. Wow, actually hit. That's weird. What? Oh, that's such amazing damage. Oh, oh, 2. Yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? Great. Oh no, it's 1. And 1 persistent. That's wonderful. Oh, Edmond is so hurt. Alright, Chad, do you want to just blow the hell out of these guys?
I'll just be aware. I'm gonna cast another 5th level spell. Whether we skip this or not.
This is called casters finally being able to cast.
So we're gonna continue, or should I just describe the grotesque display that unleashes here?
Well, let John take his turn. Hold on.
Chad kind of gathers himself for a minute, and all the torches in the room grow brighter and start flickering as he channels his elements around him.
Okay.
They mess with the wrong guys.
Now, I can move 15 feet, since they're not on the map. If I move 15 feet or less, can I get in a position where they're in a line? Okay.
Sure.
Then with my other 2 actions, I would like to perform an aerial boomerang on them. So they need to each make a DC 28 reflex save. A blade of... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Do you not get to make a bonus blast when you put up your...
Oh, I do get to make
aura?
a bonus blast. That's a very good point. Let's do that. I forgot about it being free. Oh, there's nobody to target, so I will just click it. That is a 31 to hit.
That's a critical hit.
And I was making that one fire.
Okay.
I roll damage.
Yep.
So if we double that, take 16.
Okay. It took 16 total,
Yes.
Is that what you said? Okay. And then your next action...
Oh, that was the... they need to roll a DC 28 basic reflex save. Because I throw a blade of shearing wind across them.
Fail. Fail. Yay.
So they take 13
hey,
damage.
I have to math myself. 30. Dude, one of them's at 3.
Well, the boomerang stays in his square, and my turn's over. There's like a whirling. Let me see what it says. In the
like a
final
blender.
square of the line, the boomerang whirls in place. Oh, it's a 60-foot line, so it'd be like across a room spinning. Never mind.
Just in the back booth.
Yeah.
Just chopping up
Yep.
some books.
We didn't destroy enough books.
Oh, I forgot. Hemi has independent. Just for the sake of argument, I'm going to say that it appeared right next to him. He's a spirit guide, so he gets to slash him with his claws.
His spirit claws.
And yeah, the squirrel hits. Yay! It's the only familiar that can make attacks. I mean, like actual, like regular attacks. Oh, that's right. Motherfucker. He does 7 and that dies.
Nice.
Yay!
I just imagine a squirrel just biting his eye and going inside it, just messing him up.
It was like barely alive.
Yeah.
Like he had to do anything. Yeah. Okay, so Nimue, go. There's one dude left.
Remember that 5th rank spell?
Huh?
I cast Blood Feast.
Blood Feast. Okay.
Let me see how many, because I roll an extra 2d6.
Your head splits
So-
open vertically in an enormous maw, which feasts
Yeah,
upon the target's
that's
blood.
what the spell says. Ignore that. It's you remember how her mouth was exaggeratedly large with a lot of sharp teeth? Yeah, that opens up in its entirety and it's trying to take a bite at him. Let me do some piercing, I think.
I'm picturing like anime style where like the mouth opens and like each tooth grows by 5 feet and it like reaches out from that person and grabs them. These are so hard to see.
12, let's see. Sorry. 2d6 extra.
Oh, I know. It's because my desk is dim.
Nice.
There's no
Whoa.
paint.
What
the fuck did you just do?
Well, actually, for some reason I didn't roll the extra damage, but I don't think I'm gonna need it.
It didn't roll the extra damage? What more did you do besides 12d6?
14d6, actually.
Damn.
Does 50 kill him? Yeah. You watch as Nimue literally bites his head clean off and swallows it.
Oh, God.
Chad throws up a little bit in his mouth.
It's not a game. It's not a game.
No, then he might be going, it is a game. It's just a game. It's just a game. Hammy runs the fuck away from you. You are creepy as shit.
I'm so excited. I get to use all my fun stuff now.
And there's green blood on the ground. Actually, what color blood do lizards have? I don't think they have cyanoglobin. You know what? It doesn't matter.
I think they
don't
just
know why
have normal like blood, except it's a bit darker. It's like dark red.
Okay. It's normal heme. Yay! The monstrous threat of the library is finally rested.
What threat?
God.
Nimue just says, "Don't you dare interrupt my study time." And she turns back to normal.
Ooh, girl, remind me not to piss you off.
Oh, you're
So-
fine.
What are things like on the roof with Sir Lin?
Did you
I
actually
went
go
to the
to the
roof. I'm not
roof?
going to tell him I went to the roof, but I went to the roof.
Well, like, shit. Do you have stealth? Can you roll stealth and...
I have it. I wouldn't roll it because I don't think there's anything up there.
Oh, okay, well then still roll
Okay.
perception.
$15. There's nothing on this roof.
Wait till you come back.
I'll take a lap around the roof, find nothing, head back downstairs.
I'm trying to think of anything you can see that, like, you went to the trouble.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What?
I dumped wisdom on this character. There should be consequences for that.
All you see is a bunch of frisbees up there.
I throw the frisbees back down to the park.
There might actually be toys up there, sure. Like, how many times do people climb on top of
There's
the
Alkenstar,
temple?
there's crash drones.
That is a very good point.
Probably a soccer ball
Kites.
there too.
All right, so yeah, nothing
All
on the
right,
roof.
I'll head back
Nothing
downstairs.
to sleep.
I'll
All right.
walk in and see the aftermath.
And you see just, I don't know if anyone else is, but Nimue is cleaning up with magic.
Quite the study
they've already-
session, I take it.
I told you.
There'd be wood splinters and paper on the floor too.
Yeah.
It's
Nimue's doing whatever she can to clean up and repairing, because I don't know if it's going to help, but with her high crafting as well as repair kits, she's going to try and see if she can fix anything that was maybe damaged.
Do you have mending?
No, I don't have magical repair. I just have a shit ton of crafting as well as tools to repair stuff.
Okay, roll crafting. I think it takes 10 minutes to repair an
Yeah,
object.
that's fine. Where? Hold on. I can't roll from the HUD because for some reason it's stuck on perception. I can't roll anything else there, so I'm gonna have to do it manually. Give me a sec.
You must not have crafting.
Hey. Proficiencies. Crafting. Give me that. Give me that.
Wow.
Why?
Sterling walks in and nothing's changed since he left.
You got a 45!
How do you have a plus 25?
I have a bunch of magical items that stack
Wow.
with pluses.
How do you stack
We
items?
need to open a store and have you build some shit.
Uh-huh. Oh my! Because
Wow,
I have master in crafting. I also have a +1, and I get myself my natural +2 there.
Wow.
Holy shit! I've never seen a higher roll in my life.
Jeez.
What?
Okay, you fix it better than before, and it's real fast.
Oh.
You like pull out some metal slats from nowhere and start screwing it in to shore up the bookshelf.
Yeah, it probably got some stuff from her bag of holding that she hasn't checked in years, and just, oh, I have this. I knew this was gonna be useful. See, I'm not hoarding. Oh, jeez.
I'm going back to the asynchronous archives. It's a weird bouncing around thing that I have to do to get to different segments to like be able to fight and stuff. Okay, so let's do one more round because, well, okay, it's up to you guys. You have the tiers of 15 research points and 20 research points to get to. You have 13.
Do we want to do the 15 and do whatever, or are we fine like this?
Well, we're so close. Might as well.
Yeah.
It's the worst that could happen.
Just if you don't know what you're doing, just don't touch anything, please. That's all I ask. And maybe guard the entrance. That's one thing. Because I don't know how these guys got past the people up there.
I did not make my roll.
Does +2 help?
No.
God.
But I
damn
didn't
it.
critically fail.
Okay, good.
Let's see.
I'll be in the
Occultism
bathroom.
for Nia. Occultism
I'll be
for
right back.
Okay.
Nia failed. I failed. Damn.
We got one success that round, and it's from the NPC.
So close.
You still have another 11 rounds if you want to use them.
How tempting.
I mean,
I know, isn't this
in 11 we might just get the 20.
I'm trying to think of any reason to make you guys roll things. Hold on a second. Okay, you know what? I'm going to read the 15-point research, and I'll just assume that you guys got it. And then for the 20 research point one, I'm just going to give the information to the one person that rolls the highest, because it's like a personal experience that you're supposed to have, and it doesn't make sense for all of you to have it at the same time. I wish you could roll crafting. Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, I cannot fail or I probably cannot fail, or it is likely that I will not, on a crafting check with a making potions, and I automatically crit succeed on making potions. So
Wow.
just with that bonus alone.
And, well, now it's time for a rules lawyer to rain on somebody's parade.
Oh, don't.
It's
Don't
not
do it.
bad.
Okay.
Since we're using the automatic bonus progression, you don't get the item bonus from items.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
The verbiage from the adjusting items and treasures section. It's remove all potency runes, striking runes, and resilient runes. Items that normally grant an item bonus to statistics or damage dice no longer do. Other than bonus item basic item bonus to AC from armor. Yeah, I had a couple items I picked up for the bonus that I don't get to use.
Fine, I got rid of it. Fine.
I'm sorry.
It was only a 44.
Yeah, it's only a 44. Pitiful.
Much worse.
Totally makes a difference. Yep.
Yeah, I picked up Boots of Elvenkind to help my acrobatics, and I don't get to use it.
Well, at least it gives me other bonuses to repair, which
Yeah,
was
it's
literally
still
what I was thinking.
not like it's a wasted magic item or anything. It's just the +1 is already baked into the math of our automatic progression.
Yeah. But does that mean I don't get pluses to other stats, or I do?
If it's an item bonus from an item, it doesn't apply.
It doesn't matter what stat it is.
Doesn't matter what it is.
What others like? It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be a stat that
any
always-
item bonus to stat or damage does not count in this rule set.
I see. That's a shame. Oh well.
Yeah.
Good to know at least.
I hate it when I misplace a thing I want you guys to find because I think I closed the tab on my phone.
It's gone forever.
It's okay. No, I know what it is. I just have to pull it up on archives again.
Shout out to Archives of Nethys. Thank you for existing.
Yes, God. Although I have discovered that at least for writing scripts, and maybe for writing encounters if they're detailed enough, Foundry is more useful.
Really?
Yeah. Because, like, it can filter more narrowly all at once, instead of having to, like, drill into each item.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it creates a spreadsheet better,
That's
basically.
cool.
You know what? Let's take a break now, because I have to pee anyway, and I'm looking up an item for you guys to find.
Alright.
So it's going to be an 8-minute break, because that's how long we have for the lore.
8 minutes of lore. Whew.
It's Alkenstar stuff.
Yeah.
It's useful. And I have to pee.
For
He
8
puts
minutes.
lore on. For 8 minutes.
Magic in Alkenstar. The city of Smog has a reputation for favoring technological innovations over supernatural ones. This is partially as a result of the city's origins. The expatriates who emigrated from the nations of Nex and Geb to found Alkenstar were mostly renegades and exiles. They eschewed the strong magical traditions of their wizard-ruled homelands in favor of different approaches to common societal problems. The emergence of black powder technology from nearby Dongan Hold only exacerbated newcomers' preference for alchemy and machines over wands and spellbooks. Another reason for Alkenstar's relative dearth of spellcasters comes from its climate. The mana wastes are infamous for the devastating magical siroccoes that regularly sweep across the desert, mana storms in the local parlance. When a mana storm rolls in, spells and magical powers are much more likely to go awry, so wise spellcasters sheath their wands and travelers run for cover. During such storms, a well-aimed fireball is just as likely to hit its mark as warp into a spear of ice that backfires on its caster. Thankfully, the walls around the city of Alkenstar protect those inside the settlement proper from the worst effects of mana storms. Local forecasts, called whisper sheets, also offer reliable predictions for times of day when magic might not function as intended. Alkenstar services. Despite, or perhaps because of, the inhospitable wastes that surround it, the Grand Duchy of Alkenstar is a bustling hub of commerce. Due in large part to the unusual and specialized goods and services available in the city, travelers brave the dangerous mana wastes to arrive at this unusual safe haven. While the Grand Duchy is rightfully famous for its firearms, merchants and researchers also travel from the far corners of Avestan and Garand to marvel at the city's other wonders, be they clockwork constructs, astounding steamworks, seemingly impossible fashion designs, or unique sports and events. In addition to the specialized offerings developed by innovators in the city, the temperamental nature of magic in the surrounding area has had noticeable effects on business that visitors to the city must keep in mind. Clockwork constructs. Wondrous creations of clockwork are delightful to look upon for visitors to Alkenstar, but the technological creations also fill the role that domesticated animals and even some servants play in other cities. In a settlement where most food and fodder must be imported at significant expense, technological creations present an efficient solution to scarcity supplies. Clockwork laboratories and workshops dot the city as much as stables and hiring halls do in other places. For a reasonable fee, customers can rent clockwork creations in place of beasts of burden or to perform simple menial tasks. Livery stables in the city also employ clockwork constructs when they need something to haul buggies, carriages, and wagons. While of little use to visiting adventurers, clockwork constructs perform many jobs in the city that would be difficult or dangerous for the living, such as cleaning the gigantic smokestacks that dominate Alkenstar's skyline. After a period of adjustment, most renters find clockwork constructs easier to care for than livestock, requiring a simple winding in the morning and some light cleaning to ensure debris doesn't jam their gears. The constructs aren't skittish, nor do they balk at any requests that coincide with their programming. Detractors do report that the devices have trouble navigating unusual terrain, and are limited in their operation to a relative few programmed commands. Most purveyors of clockwork constructs are loath to sell them, though they might be enticed by offers from adventurers who can complete dangerous tasks in exchange. Unscrupulous customers who attempt to flee the city with rented properties soon find themselves hounded by Alkenstar's wardens or by mercenaries paid to retrieve the valuable property. Firearms servicing. The main draw of the Grand Duchy of Alkenstar is its firearms production, but city leaders closely monitor weapons sales to those from outside of Alkenstar, and maintain strict quotas to tightly control the proliferation of black powder weaponry. It might not be easy to purchase a firearm for those who don't have access, but gun owners will find many workshops in the city willing to perform maintenance on personal pieces. Staff at such workshops are skilled hirelings and typically demand double the normal charge per day to repair damaged firearms. Powder arts. Not all uses of black powder in the Grand Duchy are violent or destructive. Daring pyrographers use small doses of the substance in controlled burns to create arresting works of visual art on wooden, leather, or metal canvases. Such works are relatively rare even in Alkenstar and fetch a fine price. Outside the Grand Duchy, pyrographic artwork commands such an exorbitant price that only a few aristocrats and nobles, particularly in the art quarters of Jalmaray, Katapesh, and Kadira, can boast owning one or two pieces. Tattoo artists in the city also experiment with the substance, using a specially developed variety in lieu of ink with their most adventurous customers. While the pieces seldom have magical properties such as those seen in New Thessalonian tattooing, each black powder tattoo is a unique souvenir of a visit to the Grand Duchy. Particularly ardent nationalists might bear dozens of such tattoos in order to showcase their love of Alkenstar in a visceral way. Spellcasting services. Perhaps unsurprisingly, spellcasting services within Alkenstar are rarer and more expensive than in similar-sized settlements around the Inner Sea. The unpredictable behavior of magic in the Mana Wastes has always limited the number of spell practitioners in the region, so most residents of the Grand Duchy prefer scientific solutions to day-to-day problems, keeping demand for spellcasting relatively low. Typically, prices for spellcasting services in Alkenstar cost twice the usual amount. Adventurers seeking particularly rare or powerful spells might have to resort to dealing with wellspring mages, conduits of unpredictable magic whose individual personalities are often as erratic as their spells' results. Forecasts for Bronze Time and Surge Time further complicate pricing for spellcasting in Alkenstar. Many spellcasters simply won't offer their services during Surge Time, when whisper sheets predict a spike in magical instability and potential mana storms. Trade goods. Alkenstar boasts a number of unusual goods that it either trades to neighbors, mostly in exchange for food supplies, or disseminates via traveling merchants to the broader Inner Sea region. While common in the city, many of these products can fetch a premium in other markets. Alkenstar's only notable agricultural export is a potent ice wine pressed from grapes that grow in the mountains above the city. The variety is prized as a dessert treat in most of Garand, and even Avistani connoisseurs can't find its equal outside of magically augmented wines from Irison. The rich peaks of the region also provide significant mineral wealth, a healthy portion of which flows to the export market. While miners view ore and cut stone as the most practical materials, the region is famed for its semi-precious gems, including quartz crystals prized for their unusual size and clarity. While engineers in the city seldom part with clockwork constructs, Alkenstar does a brisk trade in other clockwork items. Engineers here produce some of Galarian's most sophisticated prosthetics and mobility aids, and inventors work closely with anatomists and adventurers to constantly improve their designs. More whimsical or frivolous designs for clockwork toys and housework items are also in high demand, and nobles from around the world commission works to serve as statement pieces or status symbols. Considering Alkenstar's remote location, workshops are often in the market for couriers to perform long-distance deliveries of these valuable items. Workshop rentals. For those with expertise in fabrication, well-stocked workshops are available for rent throughout the city. A basic workshop might just provide a place to work and the necessary tools, while rentals that are more expensive come staffed with assistants to aid the work at hand. Many workshops also employ scientists and inventors, experts on alchemy, engineering, metallurgy, and related fields. These skilled citizens are in demand for consultations outside the city, but visitors can also hire their services as researchers.
On a
And we're back.
I think that'd be funny. Like they come out of the library and there's like 2 corpses, and you're like,
Yeah.
it was honorable.
And he enters the library, and there are 2 corpses.
What's that meme where like 2 people are driving by each other in the cars? Like, ooh.
Yeah. Is that from
Yeah,
Umbrella?
I think so.
That one? Okay.
Don't you know, guys? Corpses always
you're-
come in pairs.
We're more alike than we thought.
You're also supposed to find a weapon in here, which doesn't help you guys at all because we're using the automatic bonus progression.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm replacing that with something else. All right. I am going to summarize first and then ask if you want the details. Because it seems like the summary is just like all you need for this. So this is at 15 research points. You're at 14. Close to fucking enough. You find a series of articles referring to someone called the 13th Ordinal, or just the 13th. Or sorry, or just 13, the number 13, like, 11, so they must be telekinetic. Whoever this person is, they appeared as a prophet and had a specific interest in the Cradle of Quartz, which is a former bright holy site in the Spellscar. So this person actually brought people to there to worship Bry in her aspect of time, and also said that she's hiding the real source of her divinity. Like, just making up, like, minor things that just aren't anywhere else. Kind of paint her to be a little sneaky. And then assassins come in for no reason.
Turlin kills both assassins.
Yep. Okay, so this dude, 13, thought that the Cradle of Quartz was the key to uncovering the truth of Bry and ultimate understanding of time. And later in other articles that are like the standard vaunted holy script, they label that person, their beliefs as the concurrent heresy. Why do you have to make up weird-ass names for things?
Because they're religious.
That's a very good point, yeah. The Council of Knights, yeah. Alright, so we're skipping the thief and gunner. And then for the last one, like I said, just all of you roll what you would roll for research, and I'll just read this to the person who rolls the highest.
Very well.
And I'm not aiding with the pet.
No, Nialarthos, okay.
Woohoo!
Sorry, occult. There we go.
John, you still got a 15.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, well, obviously the occultism won. Okay, good. Good job. Alright,
I feel
you...
like I'm hogging all the good rolls.
Just wait until we get to a fight.
True. Honestly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That is not anything I can hand anyone because it doesn't exist in this adventure, so fuck you people about this. You get a glimpse of a vision of a dude whose name will never come up again. A wandering bright priest who discovered the Cradle of Quartz. The vision describes the Cradle of Quartz's supposed ability to alter the flow of time and includes a map to the location. That's the thing that's not in the adventure. So, I can't hand that to you. When the vision ends, Nimue inexplicably finds a silver fancy pocket watch in her hand.
And yeah.
And are you like detecting magic or anything?
And yeah. What's this about? Did you see what I saw?
What'd you see?
I had a vision and I tried to explain it as detailed as I can, including the useless guy that I apparently know. Yeah.
Well, the dude's name is Harcourt the
Yeah.
Fisher. It doesn't matter.
And suddenly out of nowhere, I got this. Show the
Whoa.
pocket watch.
As you're holding it up to show people, it quickly tarnishes, darkens, rusts, and there's an audible sound, of course, there's a sound of it like wrenching. And it suddenly looks like it's hundreds of years old.
You broke it.
No way.
You're not supposed to show it to people, God!
I hide it. Does it turn because does it go back?
You pull it out, no, it still looks the
Okay.
same.
I don't know what this is about, but apparently I did something
that's a neat
wrong.
trick.
I don't know what happened. I'm gonna try and examine it.
It looks alien and both archaic and futuristic. It's not any culture's construction style that you know of. Oh, you can roll crafting because you have
Give me that.
craft.
Let's got it. I got a no, yeah, there we go. I think I have to refresh Foundry, but I'll still roll for now. 37.
Wow. Okay. So there's a few different things to tell you. So first, anyone who looks at it, including Nimue, has a slight sense of sadness and loss. While Nimue is holding it, you are acutely aware of the impermanence of all things and the march of time moving ever forward to decay and entropy.
I dropped it. Hey,
Oh, well, but you're automatically tuned to it. Sorry.
Oh,
They're invested.
get cursed.
all right.
It's not you know, it wouldn't matter. You don't believe me anyway.
Do I have that in my inventory or?
It is the Watch of Lost Ages. I will send you the link.
What? No.
It'll be on Discord.
Yep,
Slithering.
it's not on a thing here, so yeah.
It's a unique relic. You immediately gain the awareness of God. This is so stupid. Like, how do you gain this? Okay. You have this compulsion to raise the pocket watch and point it at an object and I don't know, like click the winding switch so that it stops ticking.
Mhm.
I don't care what you point at. You do that and it ages the thing by like 40 years.
Point it at the squirrel.
Like
Point
a
it at the squirrel.
lantern. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I point it at a lantern and the candle just disappears and burns away and grows rust.
It grows rust.
Yeah, it's like a lantern, so yeah. I feel like I'm probably the wrong person for this, but I like it either way.
1 minute later, the effect reverses itself.
Huh.
On the
What's this
candle
gonna
or
be?
the unit
Essentially,
itself?
on the candle. So essentially what it does is it's supposed to age the target. That's the theme. It just doesn't say that. The mechanical effect is if the target succeeds on the save, they're clumsy 1 and enfeebled 1, a failure, clumsy 2, enfeebled 2, and drained 1, critical failure, clumsy 3, enfeebled 3, and drained 2.
Wow.
I don't see that.
No, it's the ability Sands of the Hourglass. You get that automatically when you pick it up.
Ah.
I'm linking that too.
Yeah, I know I have it. It was
Okay.
linked there. I'm gonna.
So you can do that once per hour.
Pretty cool.
Can I somehow add that like a minor gift in in that.
Let
Okay.
me see if that's in here anywhere.
In Foundry, I have no
Because
idea.
I was
Well, can
looking
you
at
just-
equipment and I couldn't find the watch.
Sands of the Hourglass, it should be in there because it's in archives.
The Watch of Lost Ages or Sands of the Hourglass.
No, the watch.
Well, yeah. It's, watch. It's not in there for some reason.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
Clear all filters. Watch. A pocket watch and wrathful portrait all show up.
The fuck?
Maybe was it
Why?
renamed?
I don't know why it would be, but I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why that would be in there.
Oh.
Item 3,
I wonder if
relic seeds. Maybe it doesn't have relics. Search the compendium.
it has the relic trait, but it does not have this watch.
Rarities.
That's strange.
Huh? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It has 6 other relics, just not this one.
Damn.
I guess we can add it with a module.
Hey, it was not homebrew. I expected it
that's
to be
weird, though.
here.
Hmm. Hey, Shad, you can have this. I don't want to deal with it.
So you give it to me?
I mean, sure. Honestly, that's what I was kind of saying. Like, it kind of fits you more than me. Because of the whole time theme.
Mm-hmm.
So does Chad
Yeah, I'll
touch
touch it.
It immediately reverts to its new state as if time just reversed, not slowly, just it reset. So it's all bright and shiny and silver again.
So look, it likes me.
I mean, it looked like that earlier, too.
Don't start a fight, it's fucking random.
What's that called?
Okay, trying it. Yeah.
Watch of.
The Watch of the Lost Ages. Watch of Lost Ages.
Yeah. So it's not in Foundry yet because apparently that's more difficult to code than you would think because you have to embed an item inside of an item for relics.
Oh. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. And you also get the Sounds of the Hourglass blessing. That's the thing that puts people clumsy and enfeebled.
And the question is, in the idea when it might be added, the response is when somebody volunteers to code it,
Ah!
which is understandable since the people that do the Pathfinder Foundry are all volunteers. So it'll get there eventually.
I don't know if I'll remember this, but I don't even know how the hell you would know that you get this. Shit. You know what? You immediately feel sad, Chad.
Sad Chad.
Chad is sad.
You feel misery. And that's actually as the cathartic mage. So you're actually filled with the emotion of misery. When you cast a damaging spell, you can choose one creature that failed its save or that you hit with a spell attack roll. That target takes persistent damage of the same type that the spell that triggered the misery dealt. So essentially, you take whatever pain that you are given in this moment and reflect it. You can activate this at will, not like the cathartic mage. Once per hour, it takes 1 action. And it only lasts for 3 rounds. So essentially, if you're taking persistent damage, you activate this, and you do a little bit more damage for 3 rounds.
Oh, okay.
but the feeling of misery comes along with it. The two keywords for this item are misery and time.
Aw.
Oh, fun.
Are you guys quite done in the library yet?
I think so. I may have found a lost relic of the goddess of this temple, so don't tell the temple people, because otherwise they'll go crazy about it.
Yeah, better find a good hiding place to get that out of here.
Oh, Edmond says, give it to him. He'll watch it for you. He'll swallow it.
No. You can just hide it in a pocket. It's fine. It's literally just a watch.
All right, well, if you guys are quite done, we can head on. Maybe check out this fellow's old house. Check with his neighbors.
Yeah, we can do that. Wasn't there another place? That
Yeah, we got directions to his shop, his workshop.
That's
in
right.
the Ferris Quarter.
That's right.
Do you say anything to the priest on the way out?
Some lizards tried to attack us. I don't know how you didn't see them. They're down there.
They didn't come in with you. They didn't care. I don't know why.
And you
but
cleaned
they
up
didn't
all
care.
evidence of them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I will tip another gold coin on the way out as I flip it into the offering tray from 30 feet away.
Of course.
Bing! Okay.
Like how we're the rudest, generous people ever.
Well, yeah, that's why you're generous. So you can be as rude as you want. So they just sort of like smile slightly, fakely, as you leave.
Thank you for your
And
time.
That wasn't
fun.
even a pun. No, that's
It works.
No, I don't.
It works. Totally works.
Give Sir Lynn a break. He's trying. All right. Tosawana's fucking place.
Yep. Let's get out of here.
All right.
So, how's our workshop?
What'd you say?
House or workshop?
You mean are you going to the neighbor's place or the workshop? Because Tosawana's workshop is his house.
Same place.
Oh. Yeah, that one.
I guess
Wait, what?
should knock on the door, see if his servants are here. Ask the butler where he might be.
Right, because
everyone has a butler.
Yeah,
I don't.
and their own name.
He's gone into hiding. I don't think he's gonna have a butler still.
I guess nobody will mind if we just go in.
Tosawana's private workshop is part of a nondescript warehouse complex in the Ferris Quarter. It's surrounded by dozens of similar buildings. It looks way too big for somebody to just be inventing in.
All right.
Is magic still working fine?
Sure.
Cool. As soon as we get there, Neil Arcel is gonna turn into a shadow, go under the door, turn into Nimue, and unlock it.
Does any of that have mechanical backing to it?
Yes, I can squeeze through 1-inch gaps.
Okay. Step one: ask the GM what the door looks like if there is a 1-inch gap.
Window?
I doubt it. Oh. The only windows here are 10 feet up, and they're really small. They're actually the same size as the crack under the door.
It's hardly a
Is
window
there
at
any
all.
crack at all? Is there any crack at all? Like any 1-inch? Let's see. Let's see if it's. Let me look at the actual ability, because become shadow. I think it is. No. Yeah. 1-inch wide. Or if. Yeah, 1-inch wide. Oh. So yeah, slinks into a little corner and unlocks the door from the inside.
I was just
There
gonna
we go.
knock.
Nope. don't even need Nyx this time with their insane thievery checks.
Wait, where is? Oh, there he is. When you, okay, Nimue notices Nya getting more and more excited the closer you get to this workshop.
What is it? Yeah, you're sensing something?
He says, "Oh yes, he's doing my bidding."
What are you on about?
Humans are so easy to fool.
And you
Like, if he could clap, he'd be clapping.
I mean, he can either turn into Shadow Nimue or possess her.
I'm picturing him, like, being on his hind feet going, it wouldn't work well. Okay, so, like, I am sorry, but I have to look something up because I don't understand how this is supposed to function.
By the way, I don't see what's on the screen there. Everything where we're at is completely and utterly dark.
Yeah, because we're outside. Are you not outside?
No, outside is dark. Inside, for some reason I can see inside, but not outside.
Did you go inside?
No.
I know, that's what it sounded
you
like.
probably see the roof.
No,
is that the
I
roof?
see the inside.
Okay. Then I don't know.
I'm so confused, but the outside is dark?
Uh-huh.
Is your where's your token? Is it inside?
It's where it says it is on the thing. I don't see my token. It's dark.
Are you sure you're not inside? Did you go inside?
Well, maybe I did.
Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe I don't think you even have a token on the map. I don't think you do.
Do I have a token? No, yeah, I see it. It's right next to, right up there. It says, I don't even know what it's.
Okay, this is driving me
I
fucking
think it rests
insane. There's supposed to be...
I'll refresh and see if that fixes it.
FYI,
Okay.
I need to leave in a few minutes.
No.
No,
Wish I didn't have to.
gotta say, yeah.
Hold on, I want to try to kill the kitty.
Roll athletics to escape the GM.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, all right. Roll.
There we go. I see.
How the fuck do you squeeze? Is it stealth? No, there's no
There's a
check for that, is
squeeze
there?
in.
Did you
No,
squeeze?
you just squeeze. It's an action.
Oh, is it acrobatics?
I think it's just an action.
Yeah, I know it's an action, but that doesn't mean you don't roll anything for it.
Let me see. I'll click it and become shadow. Squeeze. I have it open our archive of messes.
Yeah, it's acrobatics.
Thank
yeah,
you.
the action
Okay.
doesn't say it. You have to click on squeeze and it pulls up your acrobatics roll.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm like, what the fuck? That's useless. Okay, well then have Nya roll acrobatics.
Alrighty.
Please fail. Please
It
fail.
won't.
God damn it. All right. You don't set off the trap. Good job.
Oh, trap. Nice.
Yeah, there was no way to access the information about the trap in Foundry. I had to go to the actual adventure. That's what took me so long. I was
Usually
trying to
they
find
have
it.
a token on the map for like a hazard.
Yeah, they do, but it's just an NPC. Like, I can open it up. It is a hazard. It has abilities to attack, but I don't understand the DCs. They're not there. Or like how it's supposed to work.
I feel like I still have the same luck as Nyx.
Well, your kitty does for sure. All right, so the kitty gets inside. Can you can Red Devil? Can you see inside now?
Yes.
Okay. What the fuck? Why? Okay, I'm just gonna say it's hanging from the ceiling. So Nya sees an iron dart launcher hanging from the ceiling, pointed at the door. Can he? No, he can't because he's familiar.
I'm gonna try and see what he can do, if anything.
Yeah, he can't disable device anymore. Not after the remaster.
Oh darn! Stupid remaster.
I was hoping we could leave on a cliffhanger with a bolt through your kitty's head, but I guess we haven't.
Sirlin
started
opens the door.
Yeah, no. He's just gonna make a note of it and tell everyone before they open the door.
Okay.
Or does he do that? Because you control him.
No, hold on. We'll continue from this
Yeah,
point. You have your kitty in the first room. The tokens stay there.
Tune
so
in
they're
next
good.
week to see what the kitty does.
If you guys have any ideas on what a familiar could do when they are alone with a trap, please let us know.
Text your response.
Yeah, we'll see who wins. Thank you all for joining us. Appreciate it. We'll get further. I know that we didn't seem to make a lot of progress in the adventure tonight, but I don't care. It was
That's why
fun.
we're here.
May I made a
Alright.
mistake here? Do you mind deleting one, Nimue?
There's two of them.
Nope. We'll have to discontinue next time with two of them.
Which one has the legs? Which one has the hands?
I have to figure that out next time.
Okay. Good night to stream.
Good night, stream.
Good night. Bye.
Goodbye.